Tonight on JG9 Live, for the first time since the 1991 season, we head to Detroit for a division round playoff game, where we'll find out who's playing San Francisco in next week's NFC Championship. In one corner, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the divisional round for the third time in the last 4 years, coming off of a blowout victory against the defending NFC champion Eagles, and firing on all cylinders. In the other corner, the Detroit Lions, who after winning just their second playoff game in the last 65 years, look to make it to the conference championship for just the second time ever. It's Scott for the Lions against Baker and the Bucks, right here on JG9 Live. There we go. Let's try that again. All right. Off to a good start. Welcome everybody to JG9 Live. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Jargar9. Thank you so much. Game number 1 out of 2 today. We got the Bucks Lions today, and then we got later tonight, we got the Chiefs against the Bills taking place over on CBS. This game is on NBC. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've never been to a JG9 Live stream before, how it works like this: ask me any questions you want in the chat. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any questions, fire away. Any donations, get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see the questions. So thank you so much. Donations greatly appreciated. Again, any donation to get to your question right away. If we hit 250 in donations for whatever reason, I'll wear whatever jersey you want me to for the next stream. We got a Seahawks jersey coming up for the NFC Championship next week, so just something to keep in mind. We got a Blue Eagles jersey coming up as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Vote on that poll. Who do you think is going to win this game? The Lions or the Bucks? Right now, 82% of you riding with the Lions, I should say. So vote in that poll. You got time. I'll keep it open until the kickoff of the game. If you're a member, thank you for being a member. Thank you so much. You get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video. Members only Q&A streams, such as we do the final Tuesday of the month. And you also get to use emojis in the chat. We got the Buccaneers logo, the Lions logo for today's game. And we also got some penalty flag emojis. We got some Krusty the Clown emojis as well. I'm wearing today. The Seahawks jersey hasn't come in yet, and the Eagles jersey has not come in yet. So once those two come in, I'm wearing those two for next week. But that is the game plan. One of the Lions went just to laugh at Scooter. Oh, Taylor Decker. Oh, man. That was hysterical. Just take the L, Scooter. Just take the L. It's not that hard. Bucks play like they did against Philly. I mean, they've played 2 of their 3 best games of the season over the past month. Or 2 of their best games of the season over the past month. The Eagles game and the Jags game. They played 2 of their best games. So, I know they're peaking at the right time. Michael Little starting things off with a $5. Thank you so much, man, for your generosity as always. Hey, JG, hope you rub along with us, JG fan. Grinding grub up as usual. Frank B with all of you. And with you as well, my man. Thank you so much. Let's go and Jacob welcome to the stream. We had a new video drop today for those who missed it. It's a video on the Chiefs-Steelers Ice Storm game from the 2016 divisional round. A whole documentary on the game getting moved and how that changed the times of the games today. Because think about it. The games used to be at 1 and 4:30, and now they're 3 and 6:30. Why is that the case? Well, watch today's video to find out why. Video is doing really well. Thank you guys so much for the love and support on that one. Video is doing phenomenally there. So, thank you so much there. But we have a dumb decisions-free weekend. We're halfway there. LaFleur didn't do anything. McDermott's got a chance to do something. Bowles always is good for something, potentially. I'm going to say no. I think we're going to have one. This week. How's it going, Steel? Welcome to the stream. How's it going, Snowman? Welcome. Thank you for being a member. Ranking the 5 teams based on how much I like them. Jaguars at 1. Yeah. Lions at 2. I'm going to take Lions at 2. Bucks at 3. Bills at 4. Chiefs at 5. Chiefs have done too much damage to me. I got to put them at 5. Yep, and live intro. Yep, we do live intro now. We do live intro. I really like it. I like how it came out. The drums go harder than they've ever read to. Thank you so much. Yeah, I made the drum track myself there. I was like, it's like let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Got the creative juices flowing for your intro for the NFC Championship against the Niners. That's awesome. That is awesome. Do we have the ratings numbers for the last 4 years at 640? Those ratings are about they're right around the Steelers Chiefs game, minus the Bills Chiefs, because Bills Chiefs was a 640 game, and those ratings were astronomical. Those were yeah, what was the exact number on that? Yeah, 42.7 million. That was that game. And it peaked with 51.6. One of the greatest games of all time. What's going with the lights in the stands? Oh, a lot of teams do that now. The Jaguars did that for their night game. It's cool. Basically, a lot of people, you just open up an app on your phone. Yeah, if you open up an app on your phone, it syncs up perfectly. Do you think the dumb decision will be on the Bills head coach? I could see McDermott doing something. I could see it. Dan Campbell could come a clutch for dumb decisions. It's weird with Campbell because you just have to take the aggression as it is. Like, you live with the aggression, you die with the aggression. So just being aggressive isn't enough for Dan Campbell. Unless it's something ridiculously stupid. Like, if you're up by 7 points with 2 minutes left, you're on your own 10-yard line and you call a fake punt. On 4th and 10. At your own, 15-yard line. Like, that's different. But with Campbell, just live with the aggression. That's what it is. Wait. I'm going to predict the lines win 56... What? 56-13? Okay, that's an absurd prediction. There is no chance it's 56-13. There is no chance the Lions put up 56 on this Bucs defense. Not saying they can't blow them out. There's no chance 56. That would be the highest point total by any team in a playoff game since the Jaguars in 99. I mean, that's insanity. That's insanity. That's if he's right, I'll give him credit, but there's no way. There's no way. Vikings fans born after January 9th, 1977 are dreading the fact that they'll all but likely see the Lions make the Super Bowl before the Vikings do. Yeah, it's not good right now in the NFC North. It's not good. I mean, the Packers are the franchise quarterback. Bears have a lot of draft ammo. Lions are doing this, and yeah, if you're a Vikings fan, it's tough. It's tough. No, the defense is great. I think Kansas had the best game by any player on defense in the wild card round last week. On all 6 games, all 12 teams playing, the best defensive player last week was Kansas. I mean, he was a menace back there. Absolute menace. So much pressure getting forced. The stats don't necessarily show it. He was phenomenal. What's my score prediction? Ooh. I've got Detroit 24-20. I've got Detroit 24-20. It'll be on off this chat since Jane Kennedy. I'm going to do some Sunday house cleaning. There you go. Yep, Sunday is a house cleaning day for a lot of people. It is. No, I'm not muted. I was at the start. You have to go live. I'm unmuted now. The mic is on. Yeah, I forgot to unmute it the first 30 seconds, but you gotta go live. Yep, only 2 teams in the NFC North don't have a Super Bowl championship, Detroit and Minnesota. I mean, to be fair, that's half the division. Best Lions team ever. Ooh, that's tough. Best Lions team ever. I would probably take... Yeah, I'd probably take the 57 team that just destroyed... Not 57. 52. That's what I meant. I meant 52. 2013 is not the conversation. 2023... I don't know if I could put them as the best ever just yet. Too bad you don't have lucrative contracts from 2 networks. That is true. It's true. I'm trying to wake up after work last night. Ooh, long day at work? Yeah. I was up super late. I got very little sleep. I'm not going to lie. I got very little sleep. Very little sleep. Problem was that, so I did the stream, did overtime, went till 1 in the morning on the East Coast, and then I took like a 2-hour nap, power nap, and then I worked on the documentary, and the copyright issues with the documentary were absolutely insane. It took me a solid 2 hours to get a version of the doc that would not get blocked. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. It took about 2 hours to do that. I bet if you were in the stream, yep, there's a screenshot. Holy cow. That's a disrespectful scoreline. That is just a very disrespectful scoreline. I mean, there's predicting the Lions to win, obviously, and then there's that. That's just flat out disrespectful. Jamie Elmore with a 5. First ever super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for delivering great content. You are my go-to channel along with Chad Sports, my pathetic Cowboys. Oh, man. Cowboys fan. Ooh, my condolences after that. Thank you for keeping on Mike McCarthy because he's very good for my business in terms of dumb decisions. He's very good for that. But thank you so much for the donation. Really, really appreciate it, Jamie. And really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Glad that I'm your go-to channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on this stream. Vote in that poll. Who do you think is going to Lions or the Bucks? Vote in that poll. Fell asleep at 3 a.m. Yeah. So I went to bed at 10:30 in the morning Eastern time, and I woke up like an hour ago. So I am working on not working on a lot. I will say this: this is the final weekend that I've got to do like not back-to-back work days. I mean, I work every day. I don't take days off, but this is the final weekend I got to do like back-to-back streaming days, Saturday, Sunday. So like where I have to like wait until the games are done to do the videos. So it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet. C2 man with a tour. Just so I'm not my usual cheap self. Thank you so much, C2 man. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Donation's coming in hot right now. Holy cow. Holy cow. This game's not even started. We got some donations already. Thank you so much, guys. Is next week truly NFC Championship? Next year, I mean. I'm assuming you mean next year. NFC Championship or bust for McCarthy? I would say because he's a lame duck coach, if he's not going to renew, yes. NFC Championship or bust. Yeah. They gotta make it for the first time since 95. They've got to. Unless something happens like an injury, like a Dak Prescott injury, where he gets a pass, almost like Robert Saleh did this year with Aaron Rodgers. If that doesn't happen, it's NFC Championship or bust. I think. You stayed up till 7 a.m. Central Time 2 years ago. Yeah, I will say this. It's fun as a kid to stay up late. You're like, oh, like I want to stay up late, see how late I can stay up. As an adult, no, it is bad. It is bad. Trust me. It is very bad. I dread staying up late. I dread it. I dread staying up late. Today turned on Iowa for the last 5 minutes. First time I got to watch Caitlin Clark, and they lost. Yeah. This is Ohio State stormed the court after that game. I did see that. If Tampa wins, do they extend Baker and Bowles long term? Bowles, I'm not sure. Baker, yes. Baker, either way, they extend him. You want some sad news? Oh, that stinks. Lay it on me. What's the sad news? That stinks. Who should I root for in this game? Is in who has a better chance of beating a certain team from NoCal? I think Detroit's got a better... Actually, I don't know. Defensively, I think the Bucs match are better defensively against San Fran. I think the Bucs match are better defensively against San Fran. But if it gets to a shootout, I like Detroit more. That's tough. That's honestly tough. I honestly think you can't go wrong either way. I think if Purdy plays the way that he did, I don't think you can go wrong either way. I really don't. Do I want the Lions and Bucks? I want a good game. I mean, I'm rooting for Detroit, I guess, just because they've never made it before. One of my good friends are Detroit fans, so I'm hoping for Detroit. But obviously, I just want a good game. If we get anything like Packers-Niners, we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. I have nothing on the TVs. For the playoffs, I just have one game on. I can't focus on anything else. All right, kickoff underway for the first time since 1991. We've got a divisional round game involving the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 25 after the touchback. Here we go. Your favorite tight end? Oh, someone passed away? I'm so sorry to hear that, man. So sorry to hear that. My condolences. How's it going, Bobby? Welcome to the stream. Have I ever been on the curse of Bobby Lane? It's a bit too well known, but if I could add something to that hasn't been said already, maybe. All right, first down to 25. Here we go. Goff in the gun, 4 wide, 1 on the far side, 3 on the near side. Bucks send 4 Goff, pressure, going to dump it off to his running back Montgomery. Incomplete pass, actually it's actually better that it fell incomplete because that was going to be sailed for a loss of 2. Instead, just falls harmlessly to the ground, 2nd and 10. Jared Goff last week in that wildcard win against Detroit, very effective, 22 for 27, 277, 1 touchdown, no picks, 121.8 passer rating. It's a Bucs defense that is very, very good, especially as of late. They were great at stopping the run last week against Philly. Montgomery, gain of 6, maybe 7 on the quick pass. 3rd and 4. See, Lions got to this point, partly because of their running game. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe the best 1-2 combo in football, running the football. Buccaneers run defense, very good as of late. Last week against Philly, granted Philly didn't run the ball off for whatever reason. 3rd and 4, they're going quick. Goff, batted down at the line, incomplete pass. It's a very quick 3 and out. And they forget to switch off the intros for that. So very quick 3 and out. Lions go quick for some reason. And that drive only takes 33 seconds, and the Lions will be forced to punt this ball away. And who else? The man I said earlier, Kansey. Feeling Kansey on that one. A random Bobby Lane story no one knows. I've thought about that. Local station covering part of the scorebook with school closings. At least it's showing the downs. Well, if it's showing the downs, it's not real. Because the downs are at the bottom part of the scorebook. I mean, you'd think local station would know at this point to not block the scoreboard for a football game, but they don't. It's crazy. Fox punting this ball away. This punt will be fielded at the 20. No fair catch. Returned on the play by Tompkins. Tompkins trying to get something, and he will get down at the 20-yard line. Brought down on the play by Will Harris. No fair catch on that one. It's a 49-yard punt for Jack Fox, and the Bucs take over at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Played exceptionally well last week in that wild-card win against the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending champions. Baker, what a performance he had. 22 for 36, 337, 3 touchdowns, no picks. They did a great job breaking open field tackles. Rashad White had a nice game running the ball, 72 rushing yards. He was averaging 4 yards a carry. Better than his season average. Baker dumps it off to Rashad White, and White will go down to the 28-yard line for it's brought down on the play by Jack Campbell, the 1st-round pick. One of the very good draft picks that the Lions have had this season. Yeah, I can't believe Jerry did not fire Mike McCarthy after that loss. I really cannot believe. I mean, that was just embarrassing. Yeah, why are they showing the team records, not the seeding? I don't get it. Even, like, seeding doesn't make a whole lot of sense now because the winner of this game will just go on the road no matter what to play San Fran. But still, the records mean nothing. And it's, like, not even updated for the playoffs. It's the same records as they had in the regular season. Like, this is just really bad on NBC's part. 2nd and 2, they give to White. White in the second level, 1st down to the 40. White pushing off his own receiver, Mike Evans, to try to get some more yards. It'll go down to the 44-yard line, brought down on the play by a slew of Lions, including Derek Barnes, but not before a gain of 16 and a 1st down. White's longest run last week was 12 yards. This run, longer than any of those very first run. Oh, Tampa, they're better than people give them credit for. I completely agree. This is a very good Buccaneers team, especially defensively. They make guys miss in the open field offensively. Baker, if he's playing lights out. Like, this Bucs team can do some damage. This Bucs team can honestly do some damage. If I was told 5 years ago the Lions and Bucs would play each other to see who's going to the NFC Championship, I would have been laughing so hard. Oh, for sure. You've been like, wait, Jameis Winston became that good? When did that happen? Handoff, White, stuffed, 2nd and 9. 5 years ago, yeah, I would not have... I mean, to be fair, Bruce Arians was the coach, so I was like, maybe he did some magic with Tampa. But Detroit would be like, what the heck did you do? What team is in the worst position right now? Oh, by far, it's Carolina. I don't believe in Bryce Young at all. They have an owner that's meddling, that's terrible. They have very little draft capital. They have no talent. They're in trouble. Carolina's in the worst position. 2nd and 9. 3 wide. Baker. Look, and he's going to get sacked to the play at the 35-yard line. Baker goes down. And coming in from the secondary, it's Melvin Fonwu. Loss of 10, 3rd and 19. Bucks going backwards. Daniel Johnson with the 5er. Thank you so much. I can't believe I'm back after my Packers lost yesterday. Well, thank you for being back. Thank you so much, man. Is Ace Parker the most forgotten Hall of Fame QB because he plays for teams that don't exist anymore? Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe you could say Arnie Herbert just because there's so many other great quarterbacks that the Packers have had. Starr, Rodgers, they'll be in the Hall of Fame. Favre is in the Hall of Fame. Maybe that, but Ace Parker's the winner for sure. I think Herbert's probably number 2, but Parker is the winner. They get off with just no time to play. 3rd and 17 over the middle of the field, up in the air and intercepted by the Lions. It's off the hands of Mike Evans. It's picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The deuce is loose to the 50. 45, tiptoe down the sideline, now down to the 41-yard line. The deuce is loose. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Off the hands of Mike Evans. Evans has had a rough postseason. He had a drop last week against Philly that would have been a touchdown. Drops that one on 3rd down. It would not have been enough for the 1st down. But it goes right into the hands of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and the Lions take over in plus territory. Mike Evans, a very good receiver, but this postseason has been very rough for him. That's not on Baker. That's not on Baker. All right, let me just read something out. All right. Mike Evans, rough postseason for him so far. 1st down handoff. First give of the day for the Lions down to the 37-yard line. Brought down by number 90, Logan Hall. 2nd and 6, balls at the 37-yard line. Can the Lions establish the run in this game? Again, the Eagles could not do that last week against the Bucs. The Jaguars could not do that in their game against the Bucs. The Bucs have, as of late, pretty solid run defense. But a big reason why the Lions got here in the first place was because of the ground game with Montgomery and Gibbs. 2nd and 6, ball to 37, Goff under center. The give goes to Montgomery. Montgomery bowls his way down to the 32-yard line, brings up 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 1.5. Flag on the play, though. This one might be coming back. Usually that means holding. Mike Evans, he's definitely Hall of Fame caliber. And is going to be holding on the defense, though. He's holding on the defense, so add 5 yards to the run. So instead of the ball being at the 32, it's going to be at the 27-yard line, and it's a 1st down on the play. It's holding defensively on Kancey. Elijah Kancey, I think, might be the most underrated player right now in the NFL. I can't believe he's a rookie. The fact that he's a rookie and doing everything that he's doing, I mean, bad penalty there, but the 1st-round pick from Pitt. The fact that he's a rookie, he's got a bright future. He's got a bright future. I mean, holy cow, he can play. He can play. Had that tip pass earlier in this game as well. All right, here we go. 1st down at the 27-yard line. Goff takes the snap after 2 straight runs. They're throwing the ball, going to the sideline, incomplete pass. Sam Laporta, the intended target on that corner route. Coverage on the play there coming from Ryan Neal. Brings up 2nd and 10. Again, for those just tuning in, the Lions got in this spot where they're driving because of a dropped pass by Mike Evans. Right off his hands on 3rd down. Defensive line run. Oh, that's pretty common. That's pretty common. I've seen it many times before. 2nd and 10, they send 4. Goff, pressure, fires up the middle of the field. Ball is caught down at the 16-yard line by Reynolds, or Jameson Williams. There was a flag on the play. See what the call is here. If it stands, it's game 11 on a 1st down. Jameson Williams, a former 1st-round pick, 2nd-year man out of Alabama. Williams last week, 2 catches, 19 yards, but we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul, face mask on the defense, so back-to-back, or excuse me, 2 out of 3 penalties, and it's going to be on Zion McCollum. So add another 8 yards, half the distance to the goal, and now it's going to be 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. And yep, that is a clear-cut face mask. Went inside the face mask on St. Brown. Going to call that every time. Zion McCollum getting called for the flag there. So move it up to the 8-yard line. Catch was made at the 16. Half the distance to the goal, had the personal foul on top. So The yards. Yeah, very dumb penalty by McCollum. Very dumb. Wasn't even close. Do you think Bud Graham will be the greatest coach ever with 8 titles in 2 different leagues? That's a good question. I would say... I don't know if he's the greatest coach ever. But he's very accomplished. He might be the most accomplished coach ever. You look at all the stuff he did like as an athlete, too. Playing in the NBA and the NFL. He's up there. He balls at the 8-yard line. Which NFL teams like to go for temporary solutions instead of long-term? New Orleans. New Orleans is up there. New Orleans is absolutely up there. They've been pushing off a hard reset for a long time. They've been meddling at mediocrity at QB ever since Breeze retired. Yeah, Grossi took the loss hard. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, that was a heartbreaking loss. That was a heartbreaking loss. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. You're up by 7 in the 4th quarter. Chip shot field goal missed, and that happens. And Love throws the worst throw of his career. Yeah, I don't blame him. Gibbs, the give. He's going to go down to the 3-yard line. The first-round pick brought down by Diaby. Gain of 5. 2nd and goal. At this point, you know Dan Campbell with his aggression. It is 4-down territory. Unless you lose yards, it is 4-down territory all the way. Why are there any members of the CFL in the Hall of Fame? It's called the Pro Football Hall of Fame, not the NFL Hall of Fame, after all. That is true. I think it's just America. I think they're just calling for the USA. Because CFL has its own Hall of Fame. That's probably why. Because CFL has its own Hall of Fame. Tight end Brock right in motion. Play action. Goff looking. Gets rid of it. End zone shot! It is not dropped! Oh, that should have been picked off! That should have been picked off on the play! Oh, he's got nightmares over that one. Jamel Dean! Right in his hands! Goff underthrows the drag route. Right into the hands of Jamel Dean. The team's almost straight picks, and Dean just drops it. That was an easy interception. Looking for St. Brown. Oh, man. That could be a 14-point swing, potentially. 3rd and goal. Goff under center. Laporta in motion. Goff, the give. Montgomery, stuffed. Loss of 1. Bucs defense holds for the moment. Brought down by KJ Britt. Had just 1 tackle for a loss all season. But gets a big one there, preventing the Lions from scoring a touchdown. Now 4th and goal at the 4. I think at this point you kick. You just get the points on the board. I think at this point, if it was at the 2, you go. If it's at the 4, no. And they are going to kick. Michael Badgley trying the field goal here. He's in perfect Detroit this season. 23-yard try. Should be a chip shot. Snap. Hold. Kick is up. It is good. Lions, they take advantage of the good field position with 3 points. Could have been more, but they do get 3. Lucky to not get 0, though, after that drop pick by Jamel Dean. Cookie Gilchrist Cannon? No. Solid running back, don't get me wrong. One of the best running backs in the AFL, but I would not put him in Cannon. There are some other runners. I think Clem Daniels was better, and he's not ever going to have a shot at Cannon. Put him in before Cookie. Cookie was also kind of like a lunatic. He was kind of a lunatic. Yeah, that was bad play calling there at the very end. I mean, if I were to throw on 2nd and goal, but the run on 3rd and goal, my guess is that they ran thinking it's going to be 4-down territory, and then they lost yards, and they had to adjust. Who caught Brett Favre's last pass as a Packer? Answer is Corey Webster. Yep, 07 NFC Championship. I remember that game. Yeah, Peak is too short, and he wasn't like an elite player. He was a good player, but not an elite player. Yeah, Campbell's not happy with the offense when he kicks. Because you know Campbell. He likes to be aggressive. He likes to be super aggressive. If he's kicking, he's upset about something. Frank Gore will make the Hall of Fame. Yep, 3rd all-time leader in rushing yards. He's in. He's going to be the worst running back to get in terms of their peak. But for all the stats he accumulated at a position that is impossible to accumulate stats in, yeah, Gore's getting in. Gore's getting in. I don't know about first ballot, but he will get in. If Devin Hester's going to be Hall of Famer, then so should Brian Mitchell. Man, that's tough. I mean, Mitchell was really good. He's one of the best returners of all time, but he wasn't feared the way that Hester was. Hester was another level. That wasn't Detroit, that was the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, Rookie Frank was awesome. Oh, yeah. Rookie Frank was incredible. Frank was really good for a solid decade. And look, he should have a statue in Jacksonville for getting us Trevor Lawrence and not Zach Wilson. Denver temporary solutions, that's a good pick too. That's a good pick too. They have not drafted a franchise quarterback since Peyton Manning. They really come close to getting one. Paxton Lynch is the only time they really tried. Glad the guys were respectful in their ribbing. I mean, there's nothing really to rib about. I mean, Grossi made it further than Grossi's team made further than everyone else's team. Like, it was a 7 seed, they took it to a 1. It's not really a lot to rib on. Not really a lot to rib. Will the Bucks have up to the Steelers in 14? Not a chance. I'll put it this way, if the Buccaneers made it to Super Bowl 14, they get shut out. They get shut out. I don't think they score a point on the Steelers if they make it to Super Bowl 14. You know, Brett's last completion was an interception. It was. As a Packer, yep. The kickoff here by Fox. Fox trying to boot into the end zone, and will do so. So with 8:25, the Bucks take over at their own 25. First drive the Bucks had. Got a first down, seemed to be moving the ball, and then backwards on a sack, and then Mike Evans dropped a pass that resulted in an interception. See if things can fare better on drive number 2. Kevin Falk, Hall of Fame? No. Oh, absolutely not. There's like 60 other running backs I'd put in before I'd even think about Kevin Falk. Not a chance. If you're talking Marshall Falk, he's already in. Yeah, Frank Gore signed the trajectory of the Jags franchise. Yep. Wait, I didn't know that, Super Mario. Wait, the NFL AFL merger, both champions were claiming Pro Football World titles, but they had to forfeit those when the merger happened. I did not know that. I did not know that. The gift to White, gain of 8. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. Yeah, it said 14-0 Steelers. Steelers would have a problem. Lee Ward, the Bucks would have had a problem doing anything at all. Yeah, I mean, Steelers win that game. I don't think it's even close. I mean, my guess is that Steelers probably win 20-0. How about your email? Let me check. I have not checked my email yet today. Slant route again. Mike Evans, the intended target, and nothing doing. That was broken up by Sutton. Yeah, let me check your. Let me check the email. I've not checked anything yet. Oh, just got it. The part 2. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I will share that. I will share that tomorrow. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll take a look and watch it and send it tomorrow. So Bucks have targeted Mike Evans twice, 0 for 2 in terms of targets. Mike Evans targeted 7 times last week, just 3 catches. So 3 catches in 9 targets this postseason. It has not been good for Mike Evans. Third down. Lions said 4, going for Godwin, and that one is, going for Evans that time, and that one's caught at the 50-yard line. Mike Evans makes the play there, a gain of 17 and a first down. Bucks are moving. That's more like it for Mike Evans. The greatest receiver in Tampa history. 10 straight seasons with 1,000+ yards. Only receiver in NFL history to do that. To start their career off. Working one-on-one with Melvin Fawu, who had the interception, or who had the sack earlier, I should say. Oilers-Rams, who wins that one? Oh, Oilers. Oilers win that one. I think whoever won the AFC was going to win that Super Bowl. Baker. Play action. Slant route. Wide open on the play to the 30-yard line. Still going down to the 26-yard line. Gain of 24. Wide open was the rookie, Trey Palmer. The Bucks in plus territory for the first time today. They're at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Dan Pastorina and the Oilers got robbed. Yeah, that was absolutely a catch in the back of the end zone. Absolutely a catch. Melvin Fawu potentially with a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle. Down there with Trey Palmer with the grab. He had a big play last week, 56-yard touchdown against Philly. And he's got the Bucks moving at the 26-yard line. Baker under center. 2 wide, lined up on the near side. Play action, Lions send 5. Baker runs for the second. He will go down for the second time today at the 37-yard line. This time it's Brian Branch, the rookie defensive back, coming in, forcing some pressure. So bold sacks today by the Lions have come from the secondary. Melvin Fawu had one. Branch has the other. Bucks have to do a much better job keeping account on that. I think they were going to, and Rachaad White just slipped. I think that's all it came down to. I think Rachaad White was supposed to cover Brian Branch, and he just slipped. From there, that's the easiest sack Branch will ever get. I think they have the blocking in place. White just slipped. That's all it came down to. Is Mike Evans Hall of Fame? I think so, yeah. Pump fake. Baker has to run the sack again. He'll step in the pocket. He'll slide down. Gain of 1. So no sack, but just as effective. Alex Anzalone nearby. 3rd and 20. You're at the 36-yard line. I think if you're Tampa here, you just got to be smart. You just got to be smart if you're Tampa here. You're in field goal range. Your offensive line is allowed 2 sacks. A sack gets you out of field goal range for Chase McLaughlin. Right now, it'd be a 54-yard try. I think you call a draw play here. Get 5 yards. Try the 49-yard kick. The odds you get 18 are pretty slim. Make it a more makeable field goal, in my mind. 3rd and 18 ball for 34. Especially with the way your pass blocking's playing. And that's a smart play. The give, it's a handoff, and it goes down to the 26-yard line. Gain of 8. Yep, smart play. Smart play. There you go. Situational football. Chase Edmonds on the run. You're probably not getting 18 back one play. The risk reward, it's not really there with the way your pass blocking has been. So just get the yardage back. Make it a 44-yard try. Chase McLaughlin had a great season. 29 for 31. This a 44-yard try. Looking to answer what Badgley did earlier, what the Lions did on their second drive of the game. Both teams no points on their first drive. Bucks, Lions looking to trade 3 points on the second drive. The snap here by Zach Triner. Hold, good. Kick is up for McLaughlin, and that is right down the middle. McLaughlin's great season continues. And with 4:19 left, we got a tie game, 3-all. Very, very smart playing by Tampa. Very, very smart. I gotta give Tampa, Todd Bowles, and their offensive coordinator a lot of credit there. Offensive coordinator Dave Canales, gotta give him a lot of credit for that one. Because some teams there would have tried throwing the ball, and it's not that it wouldn't be a makeable field goal. It's more of the fact that, especially McLaughlin, like he can absolutely hit that. It's more the fact that you risk the sack with the way you're playing. Now, if you had no sacks on the day, and Baker had plenty of time, different story, but they made the right play. Pretty good game so far. Last QB to win a playoff game for the Browns before Mayfield was Vinny Testaverde. Yep, 94 in the game against the Patriots. Yeah, he's made every single kick that has not been blocked. He's been very good. Very quietly. Everyone's talking about the usual guys, Brandon Aubrey, Harrison Butker, but very quietly, McLaughlin has been a top 5 kicker in football. Best head coach should not be a Hall of Famer. Schottenheimer. Or Chuck Knox. One of those two. I would say also Eddie Lee Howell should be in the Hall of Fame. Landon Collier has a case. I'm not sure about Collier, but Eddie Lee Howell should be in the Hall of Fame. You know, the Texans could not go with the Oilers saying the Titans own the rights and that name was retired. That's part of the Titans' history, so they couldn't do that. Wait, who's first ballot? Wait, Gronk first ballot? Oh, yeah. It's always something like first ballot, but like when you say Gronk, yeah, Gronk's first ballot. Not even close. He is first ballot. He's the greatest kicker of all, or greatest tight end of all time, potentially. Did I say Eddie? I meant Jim. Wow. You know, Shy's on it. He never made a Super Bowl. It is tough to make it if you don't make a Super Bowl. I mean, Marty Ball was a thing for a reason. Bucks finally moving on from Ryan Suckup was the greatest decision they made since signing Brady. I would agree. Suckup had no leg. That was the problem. It's very similar to the Riley Patterson situation. It's very similar to Cairo Santos. He had no leg. I mean, that situation, remember the game against the Niners last year? Did dumb decisions on that? Like, that was insane. Yeah, I meant Jim Lee Howell. Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't know why I said Eddie Lee Howell. I don't know why I said that. Dick Vermeil, he's in the Hall of Fame. I would say yes. He had success with 3 different franchises. He won everywhere he went. Won a Super Bowl, made 2. I would say yes, he's a Hall of Fame coach. But then again, I also say that Mike Holmgren's a Hall of Fame coach, Shanahan's a Hall of Fame coach. Like, there's a lot of coaches. I'm more of the belief that guys should be in the Hall. I'm not a small Hall kind of guy. Tomlin, Hall of Famer? Yes. I mean, I'm not sure we're ever going to see anything like this again, with how many consecutive seasons to start off his career without a losing record. Bills game, yeah, I'm doing every game this week. So we're doing the Bills-Chiefs game after this. That'll be a separate stream. That will start at, I think we're going live at 6:18 for that one. I gotta check. You know, Vermeil is in the Hall. I got his autograph for the Hall of Fame. It's not in the case behind me right now, but, you know, he's in the Hall of Fame. I was at the ceremony when he got inducted. Very good speech. Giants sticking with Daniel Jones next year. My condolences. I really think that team could make the playoffs and win the division if they just move on from Jones. I really do. He's not a good quarterback. The pocket presence is not there. You have a better chance with Tyrod. Play action. Goff. Plenty of time. Now going to check it down to Gibbs, his running back, and Gibbs out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Pushed out there by Dean, who dropped the interception earlier. With a team with all these weapons like Detroit in the open field, Montgomery, Gibbs, St. Brown, Laporta, Williams, Reynolds, it's important for the Bucs to make the open field tackles. They did a very good job at that last week against Philly. They've done a very good job with that as of late. Did a very good job against Jacksonville, Carolina, but Carolina, they're bad against everyone. But still, defense is playing very well right now. 2nd 7. Up the middle, it goes to Gibbs. Gibbs has some room to the 35. Oh, that shoestring tackle! That could have been a first down and a lot more. If it wasn't for that shoestring, Gibbs might still be running. It's a gain of 6 that could have been 60. The hole opened up. Great blocking scheme there. Great job getting to the second level by Sewell, one of the best tackles in football. And that shoestring tackle might have saved a huge gain. Lavonte David. Huge tackle there. Goff gets the QB sneak first down at the 36-yard line. So Lions keep the drive alive. But man, what a tackle that was. What a tackle. How many active coaches go into the Hall of Fame one day? Let's see. Belichick is obvious. Reed is obvious. Tomlin's getting in. McVay with another ring will be in. Let's see. Right now, Harbaugh. He's got a shot. Yeah, probably some of those guys. Probably some of those. Right now, play action. Goff, it's a Bucs send 4. Goff plenty of time on the middle field. Wide open. It's caught. Gain of down to the 45-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the play, maybe 9. Amon-Ra St. Brown. One of the best wideouts in football. Last week, a monster game in his playoff debut. 7 catches, 110 yards. The first team All-Pro this season with over 1,500 receiving yards. The give to Gibbs, nothing doing. Bottled up on the play. It's Britt on the stop. He's been a menace today against the run. Had that big tackle for a loss on 3rd and goal. Has the tackle there. 3rd and 2. Mike McCarthy is not getting in. No, McCarthy's not getting in. Pete definitely getting in. He's borderline. Pete's borderline. If it's going to happen, it's not going to be for another 20 years. I did a whole video on JG9 News on if Pete Carroll's a Hall of Famer and like the arguments for and against. I'll see if I can link it. Goff, slant route, caught at the 50-yard line. Once again, it's St. Brown. 2 catches on this drive for the sensational young wideout. Champagne's got shot, but he's still got some work to do. He's still got some work to do. Bounty Gate's going to be held against him. And understandably so. Jeff Saturday, Hall of Fame coach. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Greatest coach of all time to be an ESPN analyst 1 week before he was coach. Gibbs, the give, down to the 45-yard line, and plus territory brought down by Lavonte David. St. Brown keeping this drive alive for the Lions. Very good season he's had. 119 catches, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, had over 100 yards receiving last week. Very good performance. That time Gibbs gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line. Might be the final play of the quarter, depending on what the line's set to do here. Score 3-3. 3rd drive of the game for Detroit. Play action. Goff. First 3 not there. Now just going to dump it off to his tight end. Or excuse me, that is actually the fullback. On that one. Jason Kabinda. It's his first catch of the season. 3rd and 5 when we get back. First catch of the season for Jason Kabinda. I had to double check my notes there really quickly. Like, really him? Yeah. Worst owner to ever win a Super Bowl. Carol Rosenblum with the Rams. Wait, why did I say Rosen? Why does? Oh, come on. Oh, now I'm just acting stupid. Georgia Frontier. That's who I meant. Not Carol. Not Rosenblum. Georgia Frontier with the Rams. I'm just gonna say Georgia. D-squared Hall of Fame coaches. Pete McCauley, Buddy Ryan, Mike McCarthy, Josh McDaniels, Ron Rivera. There's a lot. There's a lot. Is Bruce Arians Hall of Fame? He ain't coached long enough. Here's my thing. If Blandon Collier's not in the Hall of Fame, then Bruce Arians should not be in the Hall of Fame. That's my thing. If Blandon Collier's not in the Hall of Fame, then Bruce Arians. Very similar resumes in terms of how long they coached and the success they had. Jason Fisher gifting a membership. Thank you so much. Who's got this one? It's Tracy LaRoe, fan of the channel. I've seen you in the stream many times before. Thank you so much. As we get a lot of cool perks, including your name at the end of each video, members-only Q&A streams, and the ability to use emojis during the stream, like the Lions logo and the Bucks logo. So thank you so much for being a member, thank you for being a fan, and Jason, thank you for your generosity as always. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, man. You guys have been really generous today so far. Thank you so much, guys. Really. We got 2 streams today. We got the Lions-Bucks, obviously, and then we got the Bills-Chiefs game later. Dennis Allen's in there. Yeah, Dennis Allen's in there. There's a lot of coaches. Rich Kodite has to be in there. Rich Kodite's in there. Yeah, Pete McCauley. There will be a documentary-style video about Pete McCauley. It'll be like a 2-hour-long video about just the Pete McCauley tenure. It was bad. It was really bad. Coughlin, Hall of Fame, 100%. 2 Super Bowl wins. He made it to the conference championship 4 times. He did it with an expansion team, having unprecedented levels of success for an expansion team. Pulled off the biggest upset in NFL history. One of them, at least. Not the biggest upset. But pulled off one of the craziest upsets of all time with the Patriots win. Yeah, no, he's a Hall of Famer. He's what, top 15 in wins all time? Yeah, he's in. Should the Bucks use red helmets? They'd have to change their logo. It would clash. It would clash too well. John, didn't you try that last week, John? No one's falling for it. John, no one's falling for it. No one's falling for it. You tried that last week. Tried that scam last week. 3rd and 5. Below the 45-yard line. Is this 4-down territory? Kind of in no man's land right now. Goff takes a snap. Has to get rid of it over the middle of the field. Caught at the 31-yard line. It's the tight end, Sam Laporta, who's having a phenomenal season, gain of 14. The Lions have nailed their draft picks this year. Laporta, a big reason why. The Pro Bowl tight end, 86 catches, 889, 10 touchdowns on the season. One of the best seasons by any rookie tight end ever. Had a touchdown last week against the Rams. Picking up right where he left off with that gain of 14. Goff takes a snap. Bucks send 4. Goff, plenty of time. Going through all his reads. That is called by Laporta. And nice open field tackle. Gain of just 1 on the play. Nice tight coverage by the Bucks on that one. Because Goff it all the way through. I think Carlton Davis in on the stop. 2nd and 9. Yeah, I know what John's thinking was. I have no clue. It's like, we don't even know your location. Sam Laporta in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame for best seasons by a rookie. 2nd and 9. Excuse me, 2nd and 8, they're going to say. Laporta got 2 on that one. Goff takes a step. They send 4. Goff over the middle of the field. Ball is caught once again by Laporta. 3 straight throws to Laporta. 3 straight catches at the 14-yard line. Lions in the red zone for the 2nd straight drive. Fact or fiction? Packers lost more than the Niners won. I would say fact. Look, Purdy did nothing special last night. He did not play well. He had one good throw to Jennings, and every other throw was not that good. Or was a throw that you expect a quarterback to make. Packers, they had 3 chances in plus territory, in the red zone, in the first 3 drives of the game. They got 6 points out of it. They can't run a QB sneak. That was part of the problem. Missed field goal. Chip shot. Love with one of the worst missed throws. One of the worst throws of the season. As that's a pass into the end zone for St. Brown, and that's a bit behind and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Niners did not play well last night. Niners did not play well. You figure Love made the worst throw ever. You figure Carlson missed the chip shot. They lost points because he couldn't run a QB sneak. They left so many points on the board. Packers might have left 10 points on the board. So yeah, I think the Packers lost more than the Niners won. Rip Armacanelli. Yeah, he died like a few months ago. So he got inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2021. That was the thing I went to, and then he was dead for the next induction ceremony. Gibbs, a swing pass down to the 9-yard lines, 3rd and 9. Detroit, Michigan MLS team, it's complicated. It's complicated because Detroit City FC has a pretty grassroots following. I think it has to do with soccer-specific stadium, and they were trying to get an expansion team to play there, but it was going to be a Ford Field, and MLS didn't really want to do an expansion team at a stadium that wasn't built for soccer, so that makes sense. Best team to not make a conference championship, 2011 Packers, 15-1. They were so good, they just picked the worst game of the season to play the worst football. 3rd and 5. They send 4. Goff, end zone, wide open, no one covered him, touchdown, Detroit! Josh Reynolds! It was so simple, he found a way to get open! And the Lions drive down the field and score the first touchdown of the game, extra point coming up. Goff, some big 3rd down conversions on that drive, a 3rd down QB sneak, a 3rd down throw to Laporta, and there a 3rd down throw to Josh Reynolds. Reynolds last week, 5 catches, 80 yards. Almost the forgotten man in this Lions offense, even though he is still a really good player. Badgley, extra point coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. 10-3. So with 12:33 left in the first half, the Lions get the first points of the game on a touchdown. They lead 10-3. First touchdown of the game, 10-3. Both teams trading possessions. First drive, no points. Second drive, both teams got 3. Third drive, Lions get 7. What can the Bucs do? We're about to find out. Yeah, Dallas hosting the World Cup final now. I mean, that just speaks to how bad SoFi botched their stadium build when they did... speaks to how bad they botched their build that they couldn't make it, like, for a regulation pitch for soccer. And speaks to how bad of a dump MetLife Stadium is. The fact that it's in Dallas is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's cold here and I walked into no heat in my studio. Oh, that stinks. It is like an icebox in here, too. I don't know what happened. I had to turn on the heat. Touchdown, Mike Furry. Oh, yeah, the old XFL player. Used to play defensive back. Used to play DB. Everson Colts won the best economic cup championship. I see what you did there. Oh, man. So just vote air horn. Yeah, get him out. You can't bring an air horn in there. You can't bring an air horn in there. Or McAnally, Uchi passing days apart. Yeah, that was a dark time. Uchi dying came as a shock. Because he was in good health, too. He was in good health, too. From everything that we could tell. Like, there were no complications. Like, Art McAnally, okay, he was, like, in his 90s. He died of old age. Like, he didn't make it to the ceremony. He did the ceremony virtually. He didn't do a speech at the ceremony. So, I mean, I wasn't surprised by that. I mean, he was getting up there in age. He was, 98 when he died? Like, heck of a life, obviously. And heck of a legacy. Uchi was the shock. Like, holy cow. That one still stings. That one still stings. I wish I got a chance to meet the guy. I really do. Next fullback inducted into the Hall of Fame. Leach? No, I don't think Leach has a shot. I think the next one to have a chance is Allstott. The next one to have a chance is Mike Allstott. And he should be in. He should be in. If someone only coached for one season but went undefeated and won a Super Bowl, should they go into the Hall of Fame? Why they only coach one season? Did they die? Or did they just choose to retire? If they died a tragic death, then yes. If they, it depends what they did it with. If they took this year's Panthers team and turned them around, then yes. But if it was like a Barry Switzer situation, no. It depends. It depends. It depends. Why no stadium in Manhattan? There is no room in Manhattan. Have you ever been to Manhattan? There is no room to build a stadium. You cannot fit a stadium in Manhattan. It is impossible. It is impossible. There is no room in Manhattan as it is. You try walking around Times Square and realize where the heck are you going to put a stadium in there? You need more than one city block for a stadium. You need way more than one city block, and you don't have that space in New York. Plus, the taxes. Oh, man. I can't imagine what the rent would be like at that stadium. I can't even imagine. Times Square rent is not like the Toys R Us paid, like, the reason they went out of business at Times Square was because they were paying, like, a ridiculous amount of rent. Now imagine a space that's 20 times the size of that. Maybe even more. Yeah, it would not work. It would not work. There's no space. First down. 25. Himself on the flat to the running back. Edmonds, gain of 4 on the play, pushed out by Branch. Want to say on Long Island? I mean, Queens is... like, where the Mets plays, sort of, kind of, not really Long Island. Flushing is kind of Long Island. It's complicated. It's complicated. I think the Jets would be better suited off if they played, like, in Flushing, where Shea is. I honestly think New York City FC, when they build their stadium, they could eventually expand that thing and maybe get the Jets to move in there. If they want to get out of MetLife. I don't think it's going to happen, but if they do want to move, there is an option. Edmonds gain a 1 on the play. So back-to-back plays to Edmonds, brings up 3rd and 5. Central Park Stadium. Oh, man. Oh, the amount of people that throw a fit, and rightfully so. The amount of, like, activists, like, or like, environmentalists, who, like, you're turning a park into a stadium. You're turning a public park. You're destroying the environment to build a stadium that you don't need. Yeah, I get it. I completely get it. No, there's no reason for a stadium in Manhattan. There's no reason. You know, New York City's just annoying to get to in general. It's annoying to move around in New York City. 3rd and 5, they send 4. Bucks drag route. It's caught. Open field tackle. Gain of 4. He's short. Edmonds, they got a decision to make now. Edmonds on the drag route. Short by a yard. Nice open field tackle on the play. Flag, though. We'll see what the call was here. Pass interference on the offense. 10-yard penalty they're going to accept. Knowing that it could be 4th and inches, they would likely... might try a QB sneak it. The 3rd and 15, they're going to get PI on Kate on for running a pick play. And yep, that's the right call. They just lower the shoulder into Anzalone, and yeah, they're going to call that every time. It's the right call. 3 penalties on the Bucks so far today. Yeah, it's annoying trying to exist in New York City. It's a reason I left. There's a reason I left. I'll put it that way. Tampa, I mean, MLS, they could get the Rowdies at some point. They could get the Rowdies. NBA, there's just too many. There's 2 teams in Florida already. I don't think they want a 3rd. 3rd and 15. Baker dumps it off to Edmonds. Edmonds makes 1-man miss, makes a 2nd, and it'll be the same result, 1 yard short. 34. Now the Bucks. That's a long one. I think they're going to punt this one away. Gain of 14. Nice run by Edmonds there after the catch. Let's see what the Bucks do here. Plus, also, if you put a team in Tampa for the NBA, that's 4 major teams in Tampa. I don't know if Tampa's a big enough city. It's a lot of transplants in Tampa, too. I'm not sure it's a big enough city and has a local enough fan base to do 4 teams. They're going to punt this one away, it looks like. Jake Camarda. So the Bucks go 3 and out. Lions accept the penalty, bring up 3rd and long, instead of bringing up 4th and 1. Ends up becoming 4th and 1 anyways, and the Bucks will punt this ball away. Camarda on the punt at the 34-yard line. Second punt of the day, or first punt of the day for him, I should say. That punt into the end zone for a touchback. So Lions go over the 20-yard line. It's a 64-yard punt, or excuse me, 66-yard punt. 46 yards in net, not the worst thing in the world. They're not happy about touchback, but they'll be satisfied with 46 yards of net. First down lines at the 20 when we get back. Lions lead in 10-3. Which city in North America that's not the U.S. is right for an NFL team? Easy, Mexico City. Easy. Mexico City will get a team at some point. MLB team in New Orleans? I don't think they have the infrastructure to do it. I don't know if they have the money to do it. Plus, like minor league baseball in New Orleans, they don't get it supported that well. Economy's not great in New Orleans. It's a small market, very small market. Weather would be a massive issue. You need to build a dome stadium because it's way too muggy down in the summertime. It would be very expensive. I don't know if New Orleans has the money to do that. Unless you got like a private owner to do it. But, you know, Staten Island? No, that's the worst borough of the 5. Can you imagine 70,000 people trying to get to Staten Island, taking the ferry and whatnot? No, it'd be a nightmare. It'd be a nightmare. No. The only borough of the 5 that could realistically get an NFL team The only one is Queens. That's the only one that could realistically get a team. And that's because you could just build it right next to Citi Field like they're doing with New York City FC. Build it at the New York City FC site and just expand the stadium when the time comes. Build that stadium like 35,000 and build it for expansion where you can build a second deck to make it 70K. You're visiting New York City from Tuesday the 11th to Thursday the 13th in June. That's awesome, man. Have a great time. What are you doing there? What are you doing? Broadway shows? Just sightseeing? A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff in New York City. Houston is, yeah, I don't know about in the world, but they do have a major... I can't say one of the biggest in the world. No, because they don't have a team in the NHL. No, I can't say biggest sports hub in the world. I don't even know they're one of the biggest in the U.S. You know, West Side Stadium, that was part of the Olympic bid. I remember that. They, well, wasn't that going to be on the pier? That was going to be on the pier. That wasn't going to be like downtown Manhattan. That was going to be on like the pier, from what I remember. I think that was going to be on the pier. And then it fell through, and then it was going to be the centerpiece of the Olympic bid. And then they decided we're going to go with Citi Field. We're going to make it like Turner Field. And then the Olympic bid fell through. New York City FC Stadium won't be expanded. Won't have a big enough footprint to a housing route. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hasn't stopped people before. Has not stopped people before. Just ask the Dodgers, unfortunately. The slide by Goff as he steps in pocket. Touchdown by Britt, gain of 7. Right, New York City FC, they're building 25,000 seat stadium. I'll believe it when like the shovel gets in the ground and when they do construction. Like a lot of stadiums, like they account for expansion. Like BMO Field is one of them. BMO Field in Toronto, they built that stadium but accounted for expansion to potentially get the Argonauts and hold 40,000. How's it going, Pikachu? Welcome to the stream. Indy ever getting an MLB team? Probably not anytime soon. They'll go to Charlotte, Nashville, Portland. They got to get those cities out of the way before they consider Indy. Goff in the flat. It goes to Laporta. 4th catch of the quarter for Laporta, who bowls his way to the 31-yard line. Brought out by Zion McCollum. First down. Yeah, Mets would have played the Yankees in 2012 if that happened. It would have been a reverse of what happened in 75 when the Yankees played at Shea. It was going to be the Hudson Yards, yeah. Could Chicago support 2 teams? I think so, especially if the Bears move to Arlington Heights. Have a team in downtown. Yeah, Chicago's a big enough city they could do it. Chicago's a big enough city they could absolutely do it. Oh yeah, the traffic wouldn't be bad. The traffic's bad in New York as it is. I can't imagine what it'd be like with West Side Stadium. Montgomery, handoff, no gain on the play. Like the traffic's a nightmare around MetLife, and that is in Jersey. Because they built a giant mall next to it. Quarter for Laporta. That's good, I like that. NBA team in Halifax? No, if they go to Canada, they're going to go to Vancouver first. Who would own the team? I don't know who would own the team, but it would have to be in the AFC. Yeah, Indy's within a ton of, like, club footprints. They'd have to figure that out. I hate the club footprints thing with, like, different states, but yeah, the Cubs would throw a fit for sure. They would throw a fit. 2nd and 9. Goff. Over the middle, Laporta! Making 5 catches this quarter for the rookie! Down to the 44, thrown down by Antoine Winfield. Gain of 13 and a first down. Sam Laporta. 5 catches in the last 7 minutes of game time. The best MLS stadium? I've only been to one. I've only been to Red Bull, which was very nice. Based on the photos I've seen, the Allianz is phenomenal. I want to see that stadium in Minnesota. That looks gorgeous. Definitely not Gillette. I mean, I've been to Gillette. It's not built for MLS. So I guess I've been to 2 MLS stadiums. First down. Goff. Deep shot. Sideline looking. Incomplete. Intended target was Jameson Williams Davis on the coverage. 2nd and 10. They would never allow Wally fans to buy the stadium naming rights. It'd be too controversial. The last ever game is at Wrigley and Fenway. Fenway, I don't think it's ever happening. I don't think Fenway's ever happening. They tried to build... Fenway's never getting torn down. Fenway will never get torn down. Because here's the thing with Fenway. Back in 1999, they tried building a new Fenway Park. And it literally was exactly the same as the old one. Just the bathrooms were more modernized. That's all it was. Goff, middle of the field, incomplete. Jameson Williams, once again the intended target, and that one's broken up there by Jamel Dean. It was like, think of Krusty Krab 2. Fenway Park was the same exact stadium. New Fenway, same dimensions, same everything. The only difference was better bathrooms. And they said no. You can't tear down Fenway Park. I've never been to Fenway. It's on my list. 3rd and 10, Goff, looking. They send 5. Goff, middle of the field, and dropped by St. Brown. A rare drop for him. So the Bucs defense, after 2 straight scoring drives, gets a stop. And with 6:51, they'll have to punt this one away. Jack Fox on for the 2nd time today. Evelyn Westchester could be better. It would be better than MetLife. I mean, it would not be hard to be better than MetLife. MetLife is so boring, so dull, so bland. Doesn't offer anything. It's a pain in the butt to get to. Yeah, the Rams for the Fenway did look cool. It's literally the same exact stadium, and they said no. Like, it's like, we're just going to make it modern. But we're not even going to, like, it's going to be the same exact thing. It's going to be just like the Fenway you grew up with, except better bathrooms and some more seats and some more press boxes. And they said no. So, yeah, Fenway's never getting torn down. Fair catch on the 13-yard line by Tompkins. So, Bucs take over inside their own territory. 43-yard punt, no return on the play. Bucs take over at their own 13 with 6:44 left in the first half. Yeah, Commanders need to do a new stadium, and they will get one. They will get one. I don't know where it's going to be, whether it's going to be downtown D.C. or Virginia, but they will get a team. Celtics NBA Winter Classic. You can't do a Winter Classic for basketball. The shooter's arms would be too cold. Unless you want like a 40-30 game. Should the Jets try and get their own stadium instead of continue playing the dump the Giants built? I mean, they both built that thing together. Like, Woody Johnson has, like... I did a tour of MetLife. They have a, like... And they tell you on the tour, like, the compromises that the two made. Like, so, like, Woody Johnson got to have this in a stadium, and the Giants got to have this in a stadium, and... I don't think the Jets are moving. But if a team was going to move, it would be the Jets over the Giants. Do I ever watch the All-22 film that the NFL says? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't sell you. Just if you have NFL Plus, you have it. If you have NFL Plus, you can get it 24 hours after the game. I use that a lot for my videos. I use All-22 footage a lot for my videos. Yeah, Lumen works as a soccer stadium. They built that with soccer in mind. You're going to the Marlins Braves game on August 1st on my birthday. Nice. At Truist Park, go Fish. There you go. I've never been to that ballpark, but that looks gorgeous. I've seen people go to that ballpark. Friends tell me it is incredible. Yeah, but an outdoor game hasn't happened for the NBA in like 15 years, and that was in like California. That was in Indian Hills. Not in Fenway Park in the wintertime when it's freezing cold. NFL Plus, $100. You get all 22. You get access to all the games the moment they're done. You get Red Zone. You get, I think you get Red Zone with that. You get NFL Network as well. You get NFL Network as well. And you get access to all the, like, NFL Films stuff. I buy it $100 because you also get access to all the preseason games. Right? I think preseason games are part of that package, although that could be something different. I could be wrong on that. But I buy it just because I need it for what I do. Because that's how I get all my footage. That's how I get all my footage for the NFL games. I just download the games as soon as they're done. Baseball you went to was last year, lost 16-4 the Brewers at home. Ooh. Yeah, that was a rough one. Cowboys Stadium, I think it costs $800 million. MetLife costs $1.6 billion. Cowboys cost half of that. Think about that. Think of what they got. Baker bobbles a snap. They send 4. Baker pump fake, fires down the sideline. Caught. Mike Evans, second grab of the day for him. So it looked like a busted play at first, but turns into a gain of 22, first down. Cowboys Stadium is at least worth $1. It is. It's at least worth $1. I can tell you that much. You can some Red Zone for mobile app. You don't need to go ISP. Yeah, I don't know if I'm right about Red Zone. I know you get NFL Network, but the reason I have NFL Plus is just to download the old games because I need that for footage from games from 2009 on. That's how I get all the footage for those. First down, screen pass goes to Godwin. It's been pretty quiet today. Nothing doing there. Aiden Hutchinson on the stop. The Pro Bowl defensive end. 2nd and 10. Biggest blow you ever seen live was 15-9 Phillies over the Reds. Larry Boa hit his one and only grand slam. Oh, I remember that hit. I remember watching that hit. 15-9 is not that much of a blowout, though. That's not that much of a blowout. 6 runs is not crazy. I've seen quite a few blowouts in my lifetime. I've seen quite a few. I went to like every D-backs home game this year, so yeah, pick one. pick one. Some Ryan Nelson start, or Zach Davies or Bumgarner start is on the list. I can tell you that much. 2nd and 10, they give to White, and White will go down to the 38-yard line. Slew of lines bring him down, including Brian Branch, brings up 3rd and 7. Oh, yeah, the Mara family, yeah. The Giants are a very bland franchise. They really are. Yeah, Jacksonville AFL franchise, it still is the Sharks. They still have a team that's not in the AFL, but they still play. Arena football is very regionalized now. It's not one unified league. It's very regionalized and split up with the IFL, the NAL. It's very split up, which I don't like. I like when it was like the AFL and AF2. Like the old structure back in the 2000s. 3rd and 7. Evans in motion. Empty backfield. 5 wide. 4 on the near side. 1 on the far side. Paper gets River quickly caught by White. White makes a man miss against the first down. Nice play there at the 48-yard line. Brought down eventually by Josh Pascal, but not before a gain of 9. Nice movement there by Rashad White. He was sure of the sticks when he caught the ball. Had to make a man miss in the open field, and he did just that. Can you get NFL Plus in Canada? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. It might just be a U.S. thing. But I think there's like an international Game Pass. That's a good question. Play action. In the flat, caught first down on the play, into plus territory at the 37-yard line. Cade Otton. Gain of 16. I think it's on the season in Canada, D-A-Z-N, whatever you call it. I think it's season. I think you have to have that to do it. Yeah, it's only in the U.S. But they do have like an international guide for Game Pass. That's a good question, though. Yeah, 800 million in Texas is more than 1.6 billion in California. Even New Jersey, New York. 71 Chiefs, 84 Broncos. I'm taking the Chiefs. First down to 36. Baker, pressured, has to avoid getting sacked for the 3rd time today. He will. He'll throw it out of bounds, incomplete. Receivers in the area, so no grounding there. Multiple receivers in the area. 2nd and 10. Javier Escobar caught cheating in 2017. John Boy did a very good breakdown of that. He was one of the ones that really let the floodgates open, that something was up. There was also the weird situation where Altuve hit a walk-off against the Yankees, and they were saying, don't rip my jersey off. He would say, don't rip my jersey off. I love what I used the season in Brazil. There you go. Yeah. I have never used a season in America. I have no reason to. I mean, they air fights, so I mean that's really all it does in America. But Edmonds down to the 32, brings up 3rd and about 5. There's no real reason to for me, but it's been around for about a decade at this point. It feels like. Yeah, I think there was a law protecting Canada in the CFL. That's why expansion hasn't happened there yet. Oh, the Canadian girlfriend wins. Hottest fake girlfriend. Yeah, the girlfriend who lives in Canada. You wouldn't know her. With the 84-85 Broncos won Super Bowl 19, no one was stopping the Niners that year. Nope, not a chance. No one was stopping the Niners that year. They were one of the best teams of all time. 3rd and 5. Over the middle of the field, incomplete pass intended target play was Godwin. It looked like Baker threw it to his secondary, David Moore, on the drag route, who's been very quiet today. David Moore, 2 catches, 66 yards last week. No target so far today. If he threw it to the drag route, might have had it. Instead, 4th and 5, he'll send up a 50-yard try for Chase McLaughlin, so the Lions defense holds, and they'll force a field goal. Yeah, I think if he threw the second read to Moore, should there have been a flag on that? Was there a tug? Maybe a bit, but not enough to draw a flag, potentially. Vilder on the coverage. 50-yard try for Chase McLaughlin. The kick is up. It is drifting left off the post and no good! Lions take over at the 39-yard line. Chase McLaughlin having a phenomenal season this year. He's only missed 2 kicks all year and both got blocked. That's his first true miss of the year. Off the post, no good. Lions take over with 2:24 left in pretty good field position. Where's the doink? That could be the next thing if we get the next emoji. Again, I'm restricted by how many emojis you're allowed to have based on YouTube. Oh yeah, I read the report. It was just crazy. That whole situation was nuts. No, did not get the Santos ricochet. It's a good reference from today's video. So for those who missed it, long story short, the Ice Storm video is the reason that we are at the, we have 3 o'clock and 6:40 games for the divisional round. That's the reason we have it. Now, having said that, the only reason the Chiefs were hosting that game, we had the Ice Storm in the first place, impact Kansas City during the Chiefs game, was because Cairo Santos' field goal in overtime against the Broncos ricocheted off the post and in. If it was ricocheting out, no good. A weed emoji? I think you can just put that in as a, I think just use that as, isn't there like a nature emoji? There's a weed emoji as it is, sort of. Yeah, I mean, if you just go to the emojis that everyone can use. Yep, Combination Football Game Grocery Store, we're there. We're there. We're at the Combination Football Game Grocery Store. I think McLaughlin might want to go to that after. After that, he'll need someone to forget about that one. Speaking of weed, you're probably wondering what the heck that logo is in the top right corner, the 42069 logo. I got paid a boatload of money to put that logo in there. So if you're wondering what the heck that logo is, it's there for this weekend only. So enjoy it while you can. The 42069 logo is there for this weekend only. Thoughts on Bill's Surround series? That's a whole video I could do, a whole documentary I could do on that. A lot to break down. It was a failure. It was a failure in so many ways. The Bills, Toronto didn't like it. The Bills didn't like it. The fans didn't like it in Buffalo. It was just a disaster. No other way to put it but a disaster. A triple doink? I don't think the physics would be possible on a triple doink. If you mean like post crossbar, yes, that could happen. If you mean post, no chance. No chance. I mean, post crossbar potentially. AT&T holds the indoor concert record over 104,000 back in 2014. I'm actually surprised it's not higher than that. I'm not going to lie. Because that same holds 110,000. You figure a circular stage. Someone does a circular stage. You fit people on the field that holds 110,000 with standing room and temporary seats. I thought you might be able to get more. I really thought you might be able to get more. Yeah, the Cairo Santos ricochet might be my favorite football moment. I remember watching that live with a Broncos friend of mine. We all thought that was no good. And then, like, the realization, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was crazy. For a post-thrust or post-triple joint, I think so with backspin. But you won't get post. You'll never get post. Gain of 3 on the run there. 2nd and 7. Should take us to a 2-minute warning. Yeah, post is supposed to be almost impossible. Great job in today's video. One of my favorite... Thank you so much. One of my favorite NFL games of all time, Freezable in Cincinnati during the 1981 playoffs. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, that was a fun doc to put together. I knew I wanted to do a documentary on that for a while. The Bills-Steelers game pushed it up the timeline about a year. I was like, I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to wait about a year to do it. Because I think people forgot about it. But then the game got moved with Bills-Steelers. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. That vid's doing really well, so thank you so much. I love the support the documentaries are getting. They're doing really well. It's got about 4,000 views already. It is the 3rd most viewed video in the last 10, which is awesome. Number 1 being the Peacock video, number 2 being Dumb Decisions by McCarthy. Those were both anomalies. But this one's number 3 by a healthy amount. Yeah, we have some documentaries as of late. I think we put out 3 docs in the last 7 days. The ice storm that changed NFL history, the crazy 12 controversy, the Dick Vermeil Tony Franklin situation with the Eagles-Bucks game in 79, and the Chargers-Colts playoff game no one wanted. So hopefully you guys like the videos. Hopefully you guys are liking the documentary style videos. Again, it's not going to be every video. It'd be impossible for it to be every video, but the goal is that the docs do really well. You guys really seem to like them, so we're going to do more of those. And the nice thing with the docs is it allows me to do stuff that you might know about, but just go really in-depth on it and talk about it in a way that no one else has done it before. Your team did not make the playoffs. Oh, that stinks. Wait, Scott Hansen, I thought you were supposed to be neutral. Wait a sec, Scott Hansen. You're supposed to be a neutral fan. You're telling me you root for a team? Come on. Come on, my whole life, 7 hours of commercial football is a lie. Who's your team, though? Who's your team, Scott? Who's your team? Thank you for tuning in. How far would this year 87 Colts team go in the playoffs? They would be undefeated, win Super Bowl. No, they would get steamrolled. No, they would get steamrolled. They were not that good of a team. They would get steamrolled. Love the documentaries. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Go Cubbies. Thank you so much. As a former hockey player, no sound is worse than the pink off the goalpost. Oh, and that's a loud pink too. That's a loud pink. They're probably not far. They're 37 years older. Fact of Fiction, Michigan fires Juwan Howard in season. No, I think if they do it, they'll wait till the end of the season. Yeah, today I learned Scott Hansen is a fan of a team. Larry Bird or Tim Duncan in his prime? Bird. I love Duncan, but I'm going to take Bird. When Minute Maid Park was built in downtown Houston, the Astros got a stadium that can play on grass. I mean, yeah. Minute Maid Park is it was better than the Astrodome was when they did the renovation. Astrodome was a nice ballpark, and then they did the renovation to add more seats. They got rid of the giant scoreboard, and then just became a dump. $104,793 for a George Strait concert that was supposed to be his final concert. I will write that down. I will put it in a note. The North American record took over the Rolling Stones for the record. I would think U2. I would not have guessed George Strait. I would have guessed U2. I would have guessed U2 at the 360 tour. I would have guessed that. Is Shelby Faye mad about golf? No, I don't think so. It was time for them to move on. It was time. It just wasn't a good fit. And look, he's doing well with Stafford. It's not like both sides won the trade. There's no reason to be upset. So now Goff throws St. Brown out route gain of 8 first down, and he got out of bounds in plus territory. So St. Brown with the grab at the 49-yard line. First down for the Lions. They have all 3 timeouts. It is that time, folks. Final 2 minutes of the first half is prime dumb decisions territory. Prime dumb decisions territory. We'll see what happens here. See, elbow. The knee did not go down. Should be a first down. They're going to review it. If the elbow is down, then he's down. But Paul, was that a first down? If the elbow goes down, he's down. Hand can touch, elbow is down. Yeah, he's down. He's down. That's coming back. St. Brown, good effort, but no first down. He'll be about a 2 yards short of the 48-yard line, I think. That elbow went down. Yao Ming on big guys in history? Oh, he's outside the top 15. He didn't stay healthy long enough. Now, most fun big guys, he's in the top 5. I love playing with him in video games. Favorite Colts team? 2011. I love that 2011 team. I need more teams like that 2011 team. All right, quick review from New York. It's the right call. Elbow was down at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 2. We'll see, do the Bucs consider taking a timeout here? Because, again, the clock would be running still. They got to reset the clock, figure out what to do there. Yeah, I think Yao Ming shows how easy it is to get into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Because... Wait, why is the clock... Oh, yeah, now the clock's running. There we go. 3rd and 1. St. Brown in motion. Take the snap. They send 4. Goff looking. Oh, has to avoid the sack, and he cannot. And down he goes. And the Bucs will call a timeout with 1:34. It's Kansas. And we have an injured player. It's Frank Ragnow who's down. Bucs call a timeout with 1:34. And you have to wonder why the Lions rushed that one. You had all the timeouts. Clock wasn't an issue in terms of getting down the field and scoring. Why not take it down to 1 second on the play clock so that Tampa, if you don't get the first down here, wouldn't have a lot of time to score? Favorite Titans team? Last year's team. Oh, last year's team was so much fun. The choke, getting swept by us, that was most fun. Most dumb decisions for 2023, Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera, I think, is like 7 this year. Favorite Jags team, 2017. My favorite team was 2017. I don't agree with the decision there by the Lions to call a play back quickly. Because now you give Tampa way too much time. Plus, if it's 4-down territory, just run the ball. Bucs are not charged with timeout. Oh, yeah. So the Lions are charged with the timeout. Even better for Tampa. Bucs can double up. Bucs get the ball start the second half. They can double up. Worst stadium renovation. Soldier Field. I mean, that renovation took it off the national landmark list. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't alive for the 96 team. 99 team, I was 2. I didn't know what football was. I was 2 years old. 2017 team changed my life. Honestly, the 2017 team was... I needed that team. I was going through some stuff. That 2017 team was phenomenal. That 2017 team gave me hope. That team was exceptional. Favorite Jets team? I really like the 2010 team. I really like the 2010 team. I thought that team could have won it all. 09 was a lucky team to get there in the first place. They beat backups to get into the playoffs in the first place. 2010 was a legitimately good team. 2010 was a fun team. 82 was fun. 82 was fun. What decade of the best music? Ooh, I'm going to say 80s. I'm going to say 80s. I think that was the most consistent year, or most consistent decade. 70s, the first half wasn't great. 90s, you had some interesting years, I'll put it that way. 2000s, ringtone rap was terrible, that era. 60s, first half was bad. Yeah, 80s were the best. Best Jets team ever, 79, but my favorite one was 2017. Worst stadium to host a Super Bowl? Probably Tulane, seeing as Tulane was not supposed to host Super Bowl 9, and they did. Sanford Stadium is also up there, but I would say Tulane Stadium is probably the worst. You were 7 the last time the Jets made the playoffs. I was, well, it was 2010. It was 13, I think. I think it was 13. Yeah, it was like a genius idea by the renovators at Soldier Field. Let's take a Bears team that sells out every game, and let's make the stadium smaller. Let's turn a 75,000 seat stadium that we're selling out every game for and make it smaller. And let's make it look like a spaceship. And let's also... I mean, it's so stupid what they did with Soldier Field. One of the worst renovations of all time. Okay, but the Rose Bowl's picturesque. The Rose Bowl's picturesque. I mean, it's not the nicest stadium in the world, but it's picturesque. I can't say the Rose Bowl's the worst ever host. This punt fielded at the 8 by Tompkins. Fair catch made. Nice punt there by Fox. Bucks take over inside their 10. All timeouts. They got 88 seconds left to do something here, and they can double up. So keep that in mind. Worst year for each team in the NFC North. All right, I'm just going to do post-merger era. Lions, I mean, that... I don't even need to say anything for the Lions. I think we all know what the worst year for them was. Packers' worst year, post-merger era. Ooh, I mean, they've had some stinkers. I would say, what was it, 77? I'd say 77. That was pretty bad. Bears, the worst year for them. I would say probably the final season under Fox. They give to White to get some breathing room, gets the first down, bowls his way over to the 19-yard line. Brian Branch brings it down after a gain of 11. And then Vikings, easy lead for me, it's 84 with Les Steckel. Thank you for your service, Les. A second worst renovation? Ooh, let me think about that one. Soldier Field's easy, number 1. Baker, sideline throw, dropped by Mike Evans. 2 drops for him today. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, that was 2015. And they lost to the Bills the final week of the season. That was brutal. 10-6 team didn't make it. Yeah, that was brutal. 4-Y1 the first half of the so let me think second worst renovation. Let me think about that. 2nd and 10, they send 4. Baker looks, sideline throw. Once again, that ball is caught. Clock is running. Bucks will probably burn a timeout. Got one on the grab. Did he get the first down? If he didn't get the first down, then the servers will call timeout. But I think he got the first down, so you probably should call timeout here. Yeah, he got the first. Got the knee in. Got the first. So that's 29. They're not. Why are they not calling timeout? Bowles. Wait, no, he got the first. What? Oh, okay, Baker gonna keep it himself, and he's got some runs with the 35. Baker to the 40, down to the 41, and now they'll call timeout. They have 2 left. I thought he got the first down on the first one, but Okay, I don't blame Bulls for not calling timeout because I thought he got the first. So I don't blame for not calling timeout there. I thought he got the first. So my apologies. It looked like he did. Yeah, I thought he got the first. Either way. So I'm like, yeah, there was no reason to call timeout if you didn't get the first, because if you don't get, you're getting back to Detroit. But I thought he got the first on the first try. Either way. And that's a huge potential moment in terms of the clock. Because there's orders and Bulls didn't call timeout. But it's because I thought he got the first. And he did. Surprised they didn't review that. Best backup quarterback to not play in a Super Bowl. Sean Hill. I would not say Sean Hill on that one. I would not say Sean Hill. It's not that good. If we're counting Fitzpatrick, it's a backup. The second week he was, so I would say Fitz. First down, 4 wide. Baker takes a snap. Gets rid of it quickly, and that's caught! Mike Evans, first down, and then some Evans goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line! He had a 28, the Bucs are moving! I said Detroit 41 instead of Tampa 41, my apologies, but now they're at the 33-yard line of Detroit. And you have to question the management by the Lions to go quickly on that 3rd and 1 to give the Bucs this much time to do something. First down at the 31. Baker going deep shot. Mike Evans diving grab makes that one at the 2. Timeout Tampa. Timeout Tampa with 17. Okay, they took a bit long to do that. What a catch by Mike Evans. He's back, folks. Had the drop pick earlier, but makes up for it there with a catch at the 1. Worst team to make the playoffs, 2020 Washington. Best QB 1-2 combo since 1980. Okay, so it's 1980, so I can't use Morrill and Unitas. That'd be too obvious. I guess Wentz and Foles. I guess it's gotta be Wentz and Foles. Any dumb decisions? I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with what the Lions did with the clock management at the very end of their first drive. What a catch there by Mike Evans working on Sutton. Remember, the Bucs get the ball to start the half. They can double up. First and goal at the 1. Bucs have a timeout left. They can run the ball if they so choose. Clock should not be too much of an issue from the 1-yard line. Lions have 2 timeouts. If they allow a score here, they want to get something really quick, but probably not going to be the case. First and goal at the 1. Bucs looking for the first touchdown of the game, looking to get some momentum going to the halftime break. What's been a pretty good playoff game so far, as every Lions playoff game has been thus far this postseason. Lions-Rams was a very good game, best game of the wildcard round. Yesterday, the Ravens won. They're hosting the AFC Championship. The Niners beat the Packers in a thriller, one of the best playoff games in recent memory. They are hosting the NFC Championship against the winner of this game. Baker in the gun. 3 wide, 1 on the far side, 2 on the other side. Baker takes a step. Baker looking. End zone shot. Wide open. Flag on the play. This might be a pick play. This might be a pick play. Might be how he got open. If it's a pick play, it's no PI. That's the second time today the Bucs have been called for offensive pass interference if it is on Tampa. But I think based on the Lions' reaction, this is going to be on... This is going to be nothing. No OPI. Touchdown stands. Buccaneers score. Extra point to tie it. You know, I think Godwin was running a route there. I don't even think Godwin touched him. I think he was running a route. I think it's the right call to pick it up. I think it's the right call to pick up the flag. The first one was obvious. The first one, I mean, he ran into the guy, ran a pick play. That one, I think, was the right play. Extra point coming up by McLaughlin. Missed a field goal earlier, but gets the extra point and redeems himself to some extent. 10-10 game. 15 seconds left in the first half. We'll see if the Lions try to do something here with 2 timeouts, depending on where they get the ball. And again, you have to question why the Lions Did the clock manage what they did on that 3rd and 1? Well, they got rid of it quickly. Is Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely the best tight end duo of all time? No. Oh, no. Great duo, don't get me wrong, but Gronk and Hernandez changed the game. Gronk and Hernandez changed the game. The greatest duo of all time is Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. You have 2 of the top 5 tight ends in football. Isaiah Likely's not top 5 football. The worst 9-17 to make the playoffs, probably 89 Steelers. 89 Steelers were bad. They were bad. You watch that game against the Browns week 1, and then say that team made the playoffs. Were the 94-95 Giants good? Well, 95 wasn't good. 94 was. 94, the second half of the season, they were, 3-7? They won their final 6 games. Could have made the playoffs if not for the Bears getting some help on the final day of the season. Yeah. 150 people in the stream right now. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe, host the channel a lot. And be sure that you hit that that notification bell so you don't miss when the action we go live. We've got a documentary that came out earlier today. So go check that out if you have not already. After these games are done. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. See if the Lions try something here. Badgley, figure you got to get to about the 40-yard line to try it. You need 35 yards. You have 2 timeouts. You can use the middle of the field. You have time to run maybe 3 plays. I think it's worth a shot. I think it's honestly worth a shot. Especially because you don't get the ball to start the half. They're going to take a knee. Very conservative, uncharacteristic of Campbell. I'm a bit surprised by that. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Julio Hall of Fame, yes. Yes. Best receiver of the 2010s. He's in. All right. Halftime in Detroit. 10-all. We got a close one on our hands, folks. Ravens-Texans was tied at the half, 10-10. This game tied at the half, 10-10. Now, that game, the Ravens pulled away in the second half. They scored the final 24 points of the game. This one, we'll see what happens here. The Lions win, what does that mean? The Lions would win their second playoff game of the season. They would win their... They would make it to the NFC Championship the first time since 91, and it means they would go on the road to San Fran. Whoever wins this game goes on the road to San Fran. San Fran has locked up home field. Wonder why Trey's man congrats Steelers vid. He's too furious about the Steelers. That's probably why he's too furious. All right, I'll put a poll there. Who do you think wins? Again, if you're a member, use those emojis. Oh, yeah, Ravens defense is nasty. I mean, you got Matabike playing lights out. You got Clowney having a career resurgence out of nowhere. You got Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, the best linebacking combo in football. Patrick Queen, very improved from last year to this year. All right, let me just tweet something out really quickly to my followers. All right. 10-10 again. On that poll, who do you think is going to win this game? Most of you picked the Lions at the start. Most of you still pick up the Lions right now. There's a Ted prequel show. It's actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's actually pretty good. I watched the Ted show, the first episode. I saw it. I'm going to watch it every week. It's good. I'm not going to lie. If you like Seth MacFarlane's humor, it's good. And my horse sent me a great song. By Lit? Yeah, One Hit Wonder. Great song. Kyle Hamilton, best safety in football? I would agree with you on that. Yeah, everyone is playing their best football in the Ravens. It is a perfect storm of events. They're playing lights out. If the Lions lose, will that ruin their hopes to try to convince people about the same Lions? No, that mold has been shattered. Dan Campbell had shattered that mold. This is not the same Lions. They won a playoff game. It's done. It's done. All right, again, we got a 10-10 ball game. the Bucs win this game, they'll go to the NFC Championship for the second time in the last 4 seasons. And they'll be playing for their 5th NFC Championship ever. 1979, 1999, 2002, which they won, and they made it to this game right here. Obviously 2020, made it to this game right here. And, yeah, this year. The Lions win, be their 2nd NFC Championship appearance ever. The other one, 1991, they got C-rolled by Washington, one of the worst NFC Championships of all time. Controversial game in terms of not getting Barry Sanders involved. It was a whole mess of a game. But we're looking to make it to the first time since 91, and win just their 2nd playoff game in the last 3rd playoff game in the last 65 years. No, miserable wasn't a hit. No, I would say Litt's a one-hit wonder. No, Ted, watch the pilot episode if you like what we say. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, YouTube reads the chat. You came to the right place. I read the chat. Any donations, I get to the question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. But I read all the comments. I read the chat. I like interacting with the chat. Because what's the point of streaming if you're not going to interact with the chat? That's the whole point of this. Otherwise, I'm just talking to a wall. And they got like 130 people in the stream right now for halftime. 140. Again, we got the Bills Chiefs game after this. I don't know if we're going to do overtime for Bills Chiefs. I have no clue if we're going to do that. Some bitter about the Buffalo Bulls. I mean, why would you be bitter about the Buffalo Bulls? I mean, they're a MAC team. What have they done to anyone? Now that JJ and I record a song, made a short film, let's have him write a poem. There once was an ugly GM named Trent Baalke. He was so ugly that Jags fans everywhere died. The end. There you go. There's my poem. There's my poem. I think 96 pass on Parcells underrated loser for the Super Bowl. I think you're right, just because when people think of the Pats, they don't think of that team because they made so many Super Bowls in the following 30 years after that, or 25 years after, that team kind of gets forgotten about. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right on that. And then tonight, Chiefs-Bills. 2 years ago, we had maybe the greatest playoff game of all time. More annoying, Brittany or Jackson Mahomes? Oh, it's not even close. Brittany does nothing. Brittany is just a supportive wife. Jackson literally committed a crime. It's not even close. Jackson treats women in a despicable manner. Jackson committed a crime. Brittany is just a supportive wife of Patrick Mahomes. There is nothing wrong with her. She is a supportive wife. Jackson is a criminal. Very, very different. Another cheesy halftime show this year. Usher doesn't do cheese. Usher does not do cheese. It will not be cheesy, I can tell you that much. Usher does not do cheese. Rock Nation will not do cheese. I'm excited for this year's halftime show. I'll be very interested to see what happens. A lot of songs. Will we get some guest artists? I don't know. Usher hasn't had a hit in a while, but he's got a lot of good songs. He's a great performer. Were the 81 Chiefs the best team to miss the playoffs? No, not even close. Best team to miss is the 67 Colts. 67 Colts were undefeated going into the final week of the season. And because of the way the format worked, only division winners made it, and the Rams had a better record than the Colts did, so the Colts missed the playoffs. So the Colts are the winner there. The Packers wear green helmets or yellow jerseys for 1 to 2 regular season games. Yellow jerseys, God no. Take it from me, yellow jerseys don't work. Yellow jerseys look horrible. Green helmets? I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate like a green out game. I wouldn't hate that. 84 Cowboys, that's not a bad pick. 84 Cowboys really could have made it if they beat the Dolphins on the Monday night game. That was one of the most underrated, greatest Monday night games of all time. No one talks about that today. Cowboys beat the Eagles in the Cancun divisional round 31-20. I'm surprised the Eagles even scored 20. I'm not going to lie. Because the Eagles have been terrible lately. What was worse, Shania Twain's halftime show or Maroon 5's halftime show? Look, Shania's show, she was one of 3 artists there. Her hands were kind of tied with lip syncing. I mean, she did lip sync. It was bad. But Maroon 5 was just offensive. Maroon 5's halftime show was just offensively bad. Yeah, Jackson Holmes makes my first name look bad. Yeah, gives Jackson's a bad name. I'm willing to bet Usher brings on Mario as a guest star if the Ravens make it. If you know, you know. Oh, yeah. If you know, you know. Oh, I know. No, any all-yellow uniforms would not work. Yellow is not a good color for Color Rush. I'm telling you. Any variation of yellow does not work. Next star-owned NBC stations have out of Indy currently having problems due to power issues. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That impacts a lot of the Midwest. We're going to have... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the champagne incident. But that's forgivable. That's forgivable. That's just got a bit too excited. Yeah, Jackson, yeah. He should be in a gulag. I agree. I have no tolerance for Jackson. No tolerance. Yeah, Little John. I think Luda's going to appear. I don't know about Little John, but I think Luda will appear at some point. Jackson thing that bad in hindsight? Yes. Yes, it was that bad in hindsight. But Timberlake should have gotten just as much backlash. Timberlake should not have gone off unscathed like Jackson. Or Timberlake should not have gone off unscathed. He should have got just as much blame, if not more than Jackson. For that. Yeah, Maroon 5 also was the SpongeBob tribute that was terrible. It's like, let's honor SpongeBob by doing something that completely contradicts the point of SpongeBob, and then have Travis Scott doing sicko mode and cursing every word. It was so bad. No, Kelsey Swift's real. Kelsey Swift is real. Look, Kelsey traveled to Argentina during the bye week to watch the show. They've hung out all the time. Trust me. That's a real relationship. Trust me. Favorite band from each state? I have no clue. I'm not going to answer each state. Bon Jovi from New Jersey. Prince and the Revolution from Minneapolis. Huey Lewis and the News from California. I mean, I'm not good with states, with bands. I'm not good with states. NFL game in Antarctica would be crazy. I don't even know how you get to Antarctica. They need a lot of stuff. Antarctica needs like a stadium. They need a lot of stuff, not just a stadium. Not just a stadium. Yeah, Timberlake was just as responsible. Yeah, I mean, Timberlake was the one that did it. But I think, the thing is that I think it was intentional. And that's why I think it was just as bad in hindsight. Because I think it was intentional. I don't think it was a wardrobe malfunction. I think it was entirely intentional. And the reason why is because the final word of the song is, I'm going to have you naked by the end of the song. If it was any other song, if the song was like, Love You Like I Love You, or Like I Love You, or Rock Your Boat, or not Rock Your Boat, because I already did that. Cry Me a River. If Timberlake did one of those songs, or Senorita, and that happened, I wouldn't think much of it. But the fact that the final line was going to have you naked by the end of the song makes me think it was 100% intentional. Yeah, Travis Scott had to censor it every 5 seconds, which, I mean, that's just, he's a bad performer. If you're going to have to censor every 5 seconds, you should not be on the stage. I mean, that's just awful. That was awful. That was one of the worst moments in halftime show history. It was so bad. And Travis Scott, I have boycotted Travis Scott's music after everything that happened at Astroworld. I think he should be in jail. I think Travis Scott should be in jail. Bring back Up With People. Oh, God. Oh, Up With People was so bad. Up With People was so bad. Oh, never again. Never again. It leads to the birth of YouTube. So without it, I don't have a career. So I guess I have that to thank for it. I mean, ZZ Top's beard is iconic. I mean, ZZ Top's beard's iconic. That's got to be the winner. 82 Falcons, worst team to make the playoffs? No, they weren't even the worst team from 82 to make it. No, the Browns were worse than 82. The Lions were way worse than 82. No, the worst team to make the playoffs, the worst team is probably 2020 Washington. Probably 2020 Washington. They were terrible. Or 90 Saints. Yeah, or 90 Saints. 90 Saints, yeah, they were the worst team in the Dome Patrol era. Yeah, they made the playoffs, but they didn't have a single day above 500. They were so bad. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I've been boycotting since Astroworld. I don't listen to anything Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a murderer. Travis Scott is a murderer. Would I rather have Jared Goff or Mahomes plus no O-line? I mean, if you have no O-line, I take Goff. If I have no offensive line, like dummies at like tackling dummies at offensive line, yeah, I'm taking Goff. Favorite stadium? Probably Wembley. It's either Wembley or SoFi. But I think it's easier to get to Wembley than it is to SoFi, so I'm probably going to say Wembley. SoFi's a pain in the butt to get to, but in America, my favorite is SoFi. Everywhere that I've been to, Wembley. You know, Timberlake, he was fine at Super 52. He just had a tough act to follow, after Lady Gaga knocked out of the park. I don't think Timberlake's a good person. He's a heck of a performer. And I like his music. He's not a good person, though. You hate Imagine Dragons more than Travis Scott? Imagine Dragons hasn't killed anyone. Evans already has 97. Yeah, a lot of that came with that one catch. He had that drop earlier, but he made up for it. All right, 80%. It's a tie game. But 80% of you riding with Detroit. Even though Tampa gets the ball to start, 80% of you riding with Detroit in a tie game. All right. Winner of this game goes on to the NFC Championship to take on San Francisco, who was in there for the 4th time in the last 5 years. Travis Scott, any hits? I think he's had a few minor ones, but he's not as big as he was before. Twenty One Pilots or Imagine Dragons? Oh, easy, Imagine Dragons. I think 21 Pilots had one good album. And that was it. Yellow, awful on any team. It works in complement, but it's like a primary color, it doesn't work. Like the Steelers jerseys are sick. It works as a complement. But if it's like just all yellow, no, it looks terrible. Kickoff, end zone, touchback. Bucks over the 25-yard line, first down. Was 03 the best playoffs of all time? That's a good question. I am going to say no because the conference championships were a dud. For me, the best postseason was 2021 because you had great divisional games, great conference championships, maybe one of the best playoff games of all time in Bills-Chiefs, and a great Super Bowl. I think 03, you were lacking the conference championships, and that's a big part of it. That weighs pretty heavily. 2017 is also up there for me, but I think 2021 was better because the final 3 weeks of that were just banger after banger. The NFC Championship in 2017 knocks it down a lot of pegs. First down to 25. Baker going through his read. Second read is there. It finds Godwin down to the 37-yard line. First down on the play. Brought down there. Looked up by Anzalone. Jefferson or Adams in a fight or like his president? His president's Jefferson. Jefferson's a clean mess that Adams left. Yeah, well, make sure they have one hit. How do you hate a man with one hit more than a murderer? Yeah, they wear yellow pants. Yellow pants are different. They're different. Yellow jerseys are the issue here. He was only a part of the halftime show for the Black Eyed Peas. I mean, Slash was good, and then Fergie had to. Fergie sounded like a dying dog. So, I mean, Slash did his job. Slash did his job at the halftime show. Usher was fine at the halftime show with the Black Eyed Peas. It just the mic didn't work. That was just a whole glitch of a halftime show. The stage was broken. The LV didn't light up. The performers, some of them didn't light up. It was bad. Adams versus Quincy Adams. Ooh. I'm going to take John Quincy Adams. For president, I'm going to take Quincy Adams. 2nd and 5 of the 42. Tompkins in motion. The handoff of the middle goes to White. White's got the first down, then some White. Starts up to the 15th, plus territory at the 45. Down he goes to the 43-yard line. Ball came out at the very end, but he was down by that point. Alex Sentinel on the stop. Gain of 15 yards and a first down. Bucks are driving. Again, they scored to end the half. Had a chance to double up. Might be doing just that. The Hawaii's not going 16 to 0. No chance. No chance. They're not going to get recruits. You can't get recruits at Hawaii. It's so far away from the mainland. You're not going to get recruits. Travel's just a nightmare. Travel is a nightmare. Plus, if you get homesick, like, you're screwed. It's tough leaving the island. First down, handoff goes to White. White bottled down the 42-yard line by Barnes. 2nd and 8. Niners wear red helmets or gold uniforms. Well, gold uniforms, trust me, gold doesn't work. Take it from me. I've seen gold before. Red helmets would work. Yeah, after that show, the Black Eyed Peas screw a tank. They had one more hit, just can't get enough. And then that was it. Well, they had a few hits after that. They had Mamacita and Rhythm of the Night. Their new album doesn't have a Wikipedia page? Oh my god, that's crazy. That's insane. Nelly halftime show again? I don't know. He's kind of fallen off. As a guest artist, maybe, but I don't know what he would do. Caught by Evans. Evans tries to make a man miss. He'll be brought down the 38-yard line. Brought down the play by Cameron Sutton. Brings up 3rd and 4. Yes, it's Nike can't do training material. Yeah. No, I got a film. No, that was before the halftime show. We're talking after the halftime show. No, I got a film was a huge hit, obviously. That was 2009, though. Halftime show was February 2011. We're talking after. I mean, Lincoln led the country through a civil war, so Lincoln went through the most tumultuous time in American history and did it quite well. So I'm taking Lincoln. Empty backfield, 5 wide, 2 on the near side, 3 on the far side. Baker has to get he doesn't! Gets sacked for the 3rd time today! It's Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 pick in last year's draft! The Pro Bowler with the big sack on 3rd down! The Lions defense need to stop, and they will get it! Only on that's way too inappropriate for a halftime show. They're not mainstream enough. Aiden Hutchinson, what a season he's having. 11.5 sacks. Bit of a slow November, but very good start to the season, very good end to the season. Played well against the Rams. Gets the sack there. The Lions get a stop. Pushes them out of field goal range. Did I watch the 64's run percent? Yes, that was so cool. I don't know how he did that. I don't know how he did that. That was so cool. I wish I had that talent. Field at the 5-yard line, brought down at the 15. It's a return of 10 yards on the play. 32 yards of net, but flag on the play. So this one will be coming back. Figure 11, yeah, 2-hit wonder. Paralyzer and One Thing. 2 very good songs. I like Paralyzer a lot. Gonna be holding half this is the goal, so put it back to the 8-yard line. Lions are deep inside their own 10 in a 10-10 game with 10 minutes left. I don't know if Hawaii Stadium's ever going to get built. Lots of government red tape. Oh, that stinks. I'm not following the situation that closely in Hawaii. That would stink. I mean, there's a lot of government red tape with a lot of stadiums, especially Hawaii. I know there's a lot of government red tape. When I visited back in like 2012, like our tour guide was telling us, there's a lot of government red tape with like certain stuff that they can't build infrastructure-wise. Whoa, Horizons, whoa. I might have to ban you for that one. Oreo Speedwagon is a 2-hit wonder? What? Whoa! Okay, someone educate him. Oreo Speedwagon, 2-hit wonder? What? What song are you not counting as a hit? Even if you just count Can't Fight This Feeling, Keep On Loving You, and Take It On the Run, that's 3! And they had plenty more. Keep the Fire Burning, Here With Me. I mean, come on, they had so many hits. In Your Letter? In My Dreams? How are they a 2-hit wonder? No, they had so many hits. No, oh my. No, they were like one of the biggest bands of the 80s. Huh. Yes, Spin Doctors are 2-hit wonder. Little Miss Can't Be Wrong and Two Princes. They're 2-hit wonder. Or Speedwagon is not 2-hit wonder. Best, worst to first team. I mean, it's got to be the Rams, right? 99 Rams. Went from basically the worst team in football to the Super Bowl. It's got to be them. They weren't true worst to first, but like worst of the division to first. One of the worst. We're talking like number 1 pick to first. Probably Texans this year. No, they weren't that. Probably Dolphins then. Probably, right? It's got to be Dolphins. 2008. Yeah, Bruce Sam. I didn't know that. Small Cramped. I didn't know that. Tears for a very good band. Very good band. I mean, Every Once in a While the World is a great song. And then obviously Shout. And then I love... Some of the Seats of Love, very underrated song. And then Break It Down again, great song they had in the 90s. No, I'm not banning you. I'm not banning you. You don't know if I'm joking? I don't ban anyone. Unless you're like I don't ban anyone. Why would I ban you? No, I was kidding. I was kidding about that. No, I don't ban anyone. No, I don't ban, unless you're like a bot. I don't ban anyone. No, I was kidding. No, No, I don't ban anyone. No. No, I'm not kidding. I love you in the chat, Horizons. I love you. That comment, like, that was blasphemous. Are you Speedwagon? That was... I'm not joking. I mean, that's like saying Taylor Swift's a one-hit wonder. Like, it's like... So they pick up the flag while we were at break. St. Brown, fly route, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. No, just REO Speedwagon has a ton of hits. I don't even know which one you're not... Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Horizons. Just curious, what were the two that you were counting as the hits? What songs do you think? Because, like, there are 3 big ones. Like, they had a lot of hits, but there are 3 big ones. So, like, staples of the 80s. Can't Fight This Feeling, Take It on the Run, and Keep on Loving You. I don't know which one you're not counting as a hit. Goff throws it away. Incomplete pass. So, back-to-back incomplete passes sets up 3rd down deep in their own territory. Point differential is 0. I think the Bengals in, 84? I think 1. I think it's 1. It's like saying Frank is one hit wonder. No, Frank is eternal. Frank is eternal. Like 3 a.m. REM 2 wonder? No. REM defined college rock. Yeah, Roll the Changes. Great song. Time to Fly Again? Yeah. Can't Fight to Keep on Loving You. Those are the 2. Okay. Take It on the Run was a huge hit. Listen to Take It on the Run when you get a chance. It's a great song. Oh no, ball is caught! Gain of 25 yards on play. Flag on the play though. Adrenal's on the grab. Bearman, Creed or Nickelback? Nickelback. Shot block on the offense. First flag of the game against the Lions. Personal foul, half the distance to the goal. So instead of it being first out the 40, it's 3rd and long. You have to figure maybe the Lions just run the ball here. Just to get some breathing room of sorts. I think I'm like I'm running with the shot block. No need for it too. He was covered. Graham Glasgow had him covered. There was no need for Montgomery to go low like that on KJ Britt. Unnecessary block there. There's a 3rd and 17. Nickelback, very underrated. They got hated a lot just because they had so many hits, and they have a very distinct sound, but a very underrated band. 3rd and 17. They send 4. Goff throwing quick pass ball is caught by the tight end Sam Laporta. His 6th catch of the game. This will be well short of the sticks. Brought down there low. But I believe that was Christian Isian. I believe it was him. Brings up 4th and 10. 3 and out for the Lions. So they'll have to punt this one away. Remember, last week, the first half, the offense played very well for Detroit. Second half, not so much. They were struggling coming out of the halftime break. In the second half, the Lions scored just 3 points. See what happens here. That's a bad punt by Fox. It doesn't take a great bounce. It's down at the 40-yard line. So 45-yard punt, no return. Bucks over at the 40-yard line near midfield when we get back. Yep, 84 Bengals. They're the only one. Yep. Alex Leahy. I have never heard of Alex Leahy before. So I hear that Perisic is rumored to leave Tottenham to go to a Croatian club, to Hajduk Split. I did not hear that. Wow, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Daniel Johnson with a 5. Thank you so much. SNL made fun of Imagine Dragons. I found out they were serious. Think back in the 2010s. Didn't realize all the hate. I really like that band. Yeah, I think part of the hate is for a few reasons. Number 1, they're in every commercial. Number 2, they're the only band of the 2010s that had multiple hits, just like Nickelback. Nickelback was the only band that really had a lot of hits in the 2000s, so just backlash from there. Number 3, very distinct sound. Very distinct sound. And number 4, their songs are all over the place. Like Radioactive, you can't escape that song. The Game Boy commercial playing a one-hit wonder with Gary Newman's Cars. Yeah. Great song from 1980. Great song. Now, Devin White's not that good. No, Devin White's very overrated. Devin White is not that good. No, Devin White's not that good of a player. Yeah, imagine that. That would be crazy. 2021 Titans. They're the worst number 1 seeds. Yeah, I'd say so. Weren't really feared. They were not really feel like other 1 seeds. I was only thinking about I would do anything for love. Thank you for educating me. Oh, you're welcome. That was Meatloaf. Wait, that was Meatloaf. Wait. I didn't think that was Meatloaf. That's not. That's Meatloaf. White Stripes are a weird one. White Stripes. No, they have a few. They have like a few hits, but they're a weird one. Like they're some one-hit wonders technically, but they're not one-hit wonders. It's weird. The Super Bowl in an outdoor cold weather stadium. What would it be? Anyone? From a hotel perspective, a transportation standpoint, a amenity standpoint, I'll probably say Lumen Field. I didn't know about the Easter egg. I did not know that about the Windows XP. That must have been fun to find. I did not know that. Should they win with the Bucs at 9-8 be one of the worst record-wise teams to make the conference championship? Yes. Yes, they would be. I think they would be the worst. Because 9-8, no teams made it 8-8. No teams made below 500. The worst previously was 9-7, which was the Rams and the Jaguars. Rams in 79, Jags in 96. Yeah, no team has been 9-8 and made it. So yeah, they would be the worst, record-wise. But good team. Very good team. First down to 40. 3 wide, 1 on the far side, 2 on the near side. Baker takes a snap, hands it off, bottled up, nowhere to go. Rashad White's a loss of 5. Brought down by Brian Branch, and cleaning up the damage is Derek Barnes, the linebacker. 2nd and 15. You have an essence? Yeah. Call Me When You're Sober. Obviously, Bring Me to Life is my favorite. My Immortal. They got some good ones. Better underrated rivalry, Ravens-Titans or Steelers-Jags? I would probably say Steelers-Jags is very one-sided. In terms of which way the hate goes. Because the Steelers really haven't done anything to us. We've done the stuff to them. Ravens-Titans is brutal. I'd say Ravens-Titans is insanely underrated. Those games are bloodbaths. 2nd and 14. Baker over the middle of the field. Low throw, incomplete pass, intended for Auden. Broken up on the play by Kirby Joseph. 3rd and 14. Smash Mouth screams 2000. No, for me, Smash Mouth screams the 90s. For me, it screams turn of the decade, 90s. You never really, like somebody told me? I think it's a bit overrated. Mr. Brightside's a classic, though. Mr. Brightside's a classic. Yeah, 2011 Giants, 9-7 as well. Yeah, only 7 lost team to win the Super Bowl. Worst team to win the Super Bowl. Negative point differential. All right, 3rd and 14. Lions went 3 and out. Bucs looking to avoid the same fate. 4 on the clock. Got to get it off. 3, 2, empty backfield. 1 gets it off. Lions send 6. Baker gets rid of it. Sideline throw. No flag. Intended target Mike Evans. And the Bucs will go 3 and out. So defensive ballot to start off the second half, much like the Lions-Rams game was last week. Or last week, only 9 points scored in the second half of that game. Offense is moving it pretty well in the first half. The second half, not so much. This game, offense is moving all right in the first half. This game, just 1 first down on 3 drives in the second half. Worst point differential of every team. I think we someone asked us a while ago. I think we said $76. I think it was $76. Vikings Saints is better than Vikings Bears. With all the playoff games, it's getting there. 4th and 14. Gonna punt this one away. 3 and out. Jake Kamara on for the punt. Flag on the play. Field at the 22-yard line. Taken to the 30 and brought down the 31. So it's a turn of 9 yards. Flag was thrown pretty quickly. As things stand, Lions ball at the 31, but we'll see what the flag is here. Only a net of 35. So it's on Tampa. We'll see what the Lions decide to do. This flag was thrown very quickly. Illegal formation. Flag apparently added to the run. So just a net of 30 when you look at it like that. The Lions took over the 36-yard line, so did not flip the field in the slightest bit. Lions took over near midfield themselves. 1st and 10 when we get back. Let Detroit Super 61 at SoFi. I mean, I like SoFi a lot. Warm weather, and it's just a pain in the butt to get to, but they did a good job from what I could tell hosting Super Bowl 56. Granted, Detroit did a good job hosting Super Bowl 40, but I don't think Detroit's getting another one. I don't think Detroit's getting another one. Unless they get a new stadium, unfortunately. Usually cold weather cities, you get 1 with a new stadium and that's it. You don't get 2. Just because it's tough to host in a cold weather city because the amenities are... There's a lot of stuff that happens outdoors, and owners don't like being out in the cold. Minus 238 was a 6-6 Giants. Yeah, they're up there. Because that defense was so bad. The defense was allowing, what, like 40 points a game? It was nuts. 07 or 2011, the better Giants team. Oh, easily 2007. Easily. Easily 07. I love your tweet from this morning. Thank you so much. The conference championship tweet, yeah. I came up with that like while I was editing the video. I was like, let's just tweet this out. See who gets it. Some people did not get it at all, and they were very confused. I feel they were confused by that. I'm like... Daniel Johnson with the tour. Thank you so much. Are Vikings, Bears, and Cowboys, Giants annual Monday Night Football Sunday Football required? They are not, but it sure seems that way. Sure seems like we get them all the time. Green Steel, how's it going, Charizard? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Was listening to the stream while doing something, but now watching the game. Thank you so much, Charizard. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a fun game so far. Defensive battle, 10-10. Winner goes to San Fran. If Chicago builds a dome, would they get more than one Super Bowl there? That one I could see. That's about the only one I could see because that's a big enough city. That one I could see. They'll get one. Some 41 pop punk or metal. Pop punk. Definitely pop punk. Most underrated non-divisional rivalry, like Vikings Saints. Jaguars Steelers, Ravens Titans, Vikings Saints. I'll say Giants Niners. No one talks about that one as a rivalry, but Giants-Niners. I would say that's a very big rivalry. The American Idol is a great album. Jesus Suburbia is one of the best long songs ever made. ESPN's the line's at 59% at winning. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Like I saw a comment on the tweet I said that it's like horrible punctuation. Supposedly has a law degree but can't do third grade grammar. It's like you completely missed the point of the tweet. You completely missed what I was trying to go for there. But thank you. St. Brown gain of 8 there at the 44-yard line. You know, I don't consider 7-41 middle. Why would the Cotton Bowl get a Super Bowl even with a dome? Cotton Bowl? No. Why would the Cotton Bowl get one? If anything, it'd be AT&T. Cotton Bowl is like no amenities. Cotton Bowl is no amenities. Top 10 worst defenses ever. 81 Colts are up there. 66 Giants have to be number 1. I don't know about top 10 worst ever, but 66 Giants are number 1. Like, I can't, like, rank them off the top of my head, but 81 Colts are up there. 66 Giants are up there. The give, Montgomery, gain of 1 second effort. He'll still be a bit short at the 45-yard line. And now it's Vikings, good one. Who replaced longtime American top 40 host Casey Kasem in 1988? It was Shadow Stevens. Shadow Stevens. It did not go well. There's an iHeart radio station that plays AT Top 40 Classic with Casey Kasem. It's nothing but the AT Top 40. I love listening to that station. When I make pizza, I'm going to make one after the Bills-Chiefs game. When I make pizza, I listen to that all the time. 2000 Rams, great pick. Great pick. No, it was Shadow Stevens. It was Shadow Stevens who replaced him. From 88 to 92, I think? It was August 88 was the last show for Casey. Third one, wide open is the tight end. It's Brock Wright. And the price is right on that one. He's going to the 35, 30, 2 hands on the ball down to the 25-yard line. Brought down by Joe Tryon, but not before a huge gain of 30 on a first down. What was the dome someone asked? Chicago. No, it wasn't Cotton Bowl. It was if Chicago gets a dome stadium. It wasn't the Cotton Bowl. No. Has anyone ever stormed the field in a playoff clinch? Yes. Cardinals Chargers 1998. That's some homework for you, man. That's some homework. It's a crazy finish. If you haven't seen Cardinals Chargers 98, get goosebumps with this. When you get a chance after the game, as Gibbs pushed out of bounds on the 19-yard line, gain of 6. Now, Troy Sell's fine. When you get a chance, after the game, in between this game and the Bills-Chiefs game, time permitting, Cardinals Chargers 1998. Get goosebumps for the final 16 seconds of that game. And the fans stormed the field as the Cardinals clinched their first playoff appearance since moving to Arizona. It is one of the greatest moments in NFL history. It really is. It's one of the greatest moments in NFL history. Second and 2 at the 18. Goff, quick pass. Laporta breaks a tackle. He's going to be close to the first down. Might be about an inch short. We'll see. So we'll take it nowadays. The get-in price for Chiefs Eagles, I think, was the cheapest ticket. I think was $4K. I think that was the cheapest. Oh, Chicago sound like Cotton Bowl? My apologies. You know, Cotton Bowl won't. No, Chicago. You were at Cardinals Chargers 98? Oh, I'm so jealous. That had to be an incredible experience. Did you storm the field? Were you one of the ones that stormed the field? I think he got the first down. We have an injured Buck. I think he got the first down. Is there an injury timeout for the Bucks? If you're one that stormed the field, like that's got to be one of the greatest moments of your life being at that game, like for a football game. Like I can't imagine what the experience must have been like. The weight lifted off your shoulder when you made the playoffs for the first time. Yeah, Super Bowl always sells out. Only time I did it was Super Bowl I. Only time I did it was Super Bowl I. That was the only game you missed. Wait, of all the games, was it like were you away for the holidays or something? Of all the games, why would you miss that one? Of all the games, why would you miss that one? Oh, there has to be a story behind that one. I'm fascinated by that. Does it sell out in seconds if tickets go live? Oh, it sells out, yeah. Yeah, it sells out, like, very quickly. Very quickly. When animals were on the field? Oh, I think it's cute. I mean, they're animals. When people are on the field, no. Tackle them, arrest them, do what you gotta do. But when animals, I mean, they don't know any better. If just a squirrel runs on the field, yeah. Now, it's different if, like, the animal was, like, brought by someone, but if it's just, like a stray cat running on the field or a squirrel running on the field, a bird on the field, like, that's, like, how do I feel? I mean, what are we gonna do? They're animal. They don't know any better. They don't know the concept of football. They don't know the concept of football. You have AP Environmental Science work to do for tomorrow. Oh, that stinks. Oh, AP Environmental. I know a few people that did AP Environmental a while ago. Good luck, man. Good luck. AP Bio was tough. Or, not, I didn't take AP Bio was tough for me. I was never good with biology. Never good with science, really. Physics was, like, the only one I was decent at because that was, like, math. I'm good at math. But Bio, not really great. Did well enough, but not great. I had to work for that. What states in the U.S. gives more two NFL teams? I think the only one right now that doesn't have one is Chicago. Chicago could do two. Everyone else, I don't think they could do a second one. So always sells out. Been watching your videos Faggot Channel last year. Been watching your videos ever since. Thank you so much, Rez. It really means a lot to me. Really means a lot. Thank you for being a fan. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I like doing NFL history videos, and I hope you learn something with all the videos. That's the purpose of my channel, to educate people on NFL history and the fascinating world of the NFL. And I've been very fortunate with people like you and with all my fans to create a career out of this. So thank you so much, and to make this my full-time job. So thank you so much. Now, America's Top 40, they use the same chart as the Hot 100. They change it now. Now with Ryan Seacrest, it's not the same chart, which stinks. It should be the Billboard chart. Now they use a different Top 40 with Seacrest. But back then, it was the Billboard charts. Favorite moment where animal ran on the field? Is we're back in action at the 16-yard line, first down. I would say, Black Cat 69 with the Cubs Mets. Drag route, caught, first down out of bounds to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. St. Brown. What can Brown do for you? He gets 12 yards, gets the first single. Yeah, I don't know when they stopped using it, but it was probably because of the rise of rap, and you had to censor a lot of the words. Probably why. Who's left from the Never Miss a Club, Super Bowl Club? I think there's 4 left. I think there's 4 left. That's a fascinating club. I wish I was in that club. Like, that would be a fun club to be a part of. First and goal of the 5. Like, the amount of history that you watched unfold. Nuts. Forward in motion. The give. It goes to Montgomery. Montgomery cuts inside. Down to the 1. Last time they were down by the goal line, they got stuffed on the second drive of the game. Let's see what happens here. People say New York City style pizza is overrated outside New York City. How do you feel about that statement? No, New York style pizza is New York style pizza. Now, granted, some places don't do it as well as New York. I think it's the best in New York. Like, I haven't had a place in Arizona that is as good as as like the best place I've had in New York, but it's still really good. Still really good. Second and goal. Goff throwing. First read out there. Second read out there. Let's get rid of sidearm throw. End zone shot. Incomplete. Reynolds, the intended target. Would have been a second touchdown of the game. Batted down. Broken up on the play by number 20. Excuse me, by number 35, Jamel Dean. Fans are storming the field today. They get tackled. Like a whole herd of fans start to storm the field. A lot of fines. A lot of heavy fines. Yeah, top 40 nowadays. Problem is it's all album bombs. Like, it doesn't reflect anything. It's just all album bombs. That's the problem. Is that these songs disappear the moment that they hit because they're just album bombs. There's no... It's not like organic hits. Like, you're telling me this artist is like 15 of the top 40 songs of the country? No, it's not possible. Third goal, they try a pass, and it goes incomplete. Sam Laporta, the intended target. So, back-to-back throws at the 1. Interesting strategy there. No runs on second or third and goal. They get to the 1 yard line and just throw the ball. You know Campbell's going for it. A field goal gives you the lead, but you know he's going for it. Goal line package just has to be in here. They're not really going to try 3 passes to the 1, are they? 3:51 left. 10-10 game in the third quarter. Goff under center. Man in motion. Handoff. Middle. Touchdown. They strike on 4th and goal. And that time it's Craig Reynolds. They have Gibbs and Montgomery, but they use Craig Reynolds on that one. Only 41 carries this season. First carry of the playoffs for him. They go with him. He only had 1 rushing touchdown this year before that. They put in the 3rd string running back, and it works. Touchdown Lions. They lead 16-10. They take advantage of the field position, and they drive down the field. I mean, it's not crazy that those 2 guys got on the field. I mean, it was very different in the 70s. Very different. Security was very lax in the 70s. Very, very lax. Like, you have to remember, back in the 70s, extra point's good. The old Yankee Stadium, you had to run on the field to leave. People exited, like if you watch footage of games from the 60s and 70s, people exited from the field because they didn't build like exits. You exited from the field. Dumbest 4th down decision? Dumbest 4th down decision? Oh, there's a lot. I would probably say the dumbest one for me has to be Cowboys-Eagles last year. Mike McCarthy, 3rd and 10, slant route to CeeDee Lamb. He gets 10 yards. He gets the first down. But they rule that he's half an inch short. So it's 4th and inches. McCarthy decides not to challenge the play, even though it's blatantly obvious. He will win the challenge. He will win. It's not even close. He decides, you know, we're going to go no huddle. 4th and inches. You know what? It's no big deal. We're going to go 4th and inches. We don't need to waste a challenge, potentially. Go no huddle, catch him off guard. And they throw a deep pass in their own territory. That has to be up there with the dumbest. Also, Rich Kodai, Eagles-Falcons, decline the penalty, bring the 4th down, then punt. That was pretty stupid. Is Super Bowl hangover real? I think so. To some extent, yeah. I think there's definitely the belief of we got this close, now what? Yeah, I stormed the field in 2019 when ASU beat Oregon. That was fun. JJ should go Jeopardy. I'm not that smart. No. I'm good with sports. I'm good with entertainment. But trust me, I could not go on Jeopardy. I have to study my butt off to go on Jeopardy. I could not do it. I could not go on Jeopardy. Not a chance in the world. I'm not. Like, you give me Shakespeare, you give me, like, literature, I'm screwed. I'm completely screwed. I felt smart the other day, though, with Celebrity Jeopardy. I was watching that, and the category was Dr. Seuss in Espanol. And it was, like, just name the Dr. Seuss book, the title in Spanish. Because Celebrity Jeopardy is always dumbed down. And I got all 5 right. I'm like, I feel smart. I know literature. I know literature. There we go. There we go. El Gato and El Sombrero. I'm like, I know that one. I know that one. That was like... He was 100 yards away from Rich Cohen in 1991. Wow. About Lana Del Rey, I'm not crazy about Lana Del Rey. I think her antics are a bit weird. I'm not crazy about Lana Del Rey. I thought her SL performance was terrible a while ago. Haven't really forgiven her for that one. Potent Potables? Oh, yeah. The condiment that mustard seed comes from. Wheel of Fortune? I could never go on Wheel because I hate that show. That show is so poorly designed. So basically, I could go on a whole rant about this. I'll go on a rant at some point. Basically, with Wheel of Fortune, first off, you have to be an idiot to get on the show. They don't let smart people on. You have to be an idiot. Based on the people I've seen go on that show. Problem with Wheel is that the prize puzzle is significantly weighted way more heavily than everything else. So you can win every other round, but if you don't win the prize puzzle, you're screwed. It's a horribly designed game. So what you have to do is you have to lead off. You have to start with the prize puzzle, which is the third round. So you basically have to be sure the person to your right wins the second round, as that's a flag on the play. Lines were offside. That play will not count. It's a loss of 8. It's not going to matter. Because how Wheel works is that there's the first fast round, then the second fast round, and then the first real round, the second real round, and then the prize puzzle round. You have to be confident that the person to your right wins the second fast round. Because then they start off with round 1, then round 2 goes to the next person, and then round 3 goes to you. And that's the prize puzzle round. You have to control the board prize puzzle round. So, here's my strategy for Wheel. Try and win every round, but throw the second prize puzzle round. Throw the second fast round. Make sure the person on my right wins, and then you're good to go. Yeah, go win me for the round. Yeah. Play action 1st and 5. Baker, pressured, fires middle of the field, dropped on the play, intended target Cade on him at flag. I think the drop came because of the PI by Melvin Fong with the safety. So move it to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 after back-to-back penalties on Detroit. Smarter than 5th grader. I would do pretty good on Smarter than 5th grader. I would do well. I retained a lot of information from high school. Rain Shots Kill the Bird. Yeah, that's actually my favorite animal moment. That was hysterical when that happened. I feel bad for the bird, but that was great content. Joe Shot crash on the field, they would suspend the game. Defensive holding. So no PI, but defensive holding. So move it up to the 35-yard line on 1st down. '95 Super Bowl 20, the only one that have 2 charter teams play each other. I did not know that. I did not know that about that. You got your fiance on Jeopardy making a full court hook shot. That seems impossible. If that is true, good for you, man. Fresh fruit, and the only letter missing was the S. The contestant guessed a G. Freggage fruit? What? That makes no sense. Oh my god. No, yeah. Every other week, there's some contestant doing something stupid on Wheel. It infuriates me. Because you could literally get every question right, every board right, and you could lose because someone wins the prize puzzle round because you didn't ever have a shot. It's a broken game. It's a broken game. It's almost like, imagine this. Here's what Wheel is like. Handoff. Goes to Emmons. Emmons down to the 39-yard line. Here's what Wheel is like. Imagine if in football, there's a new rule in football that on the opening kickoff of the second half, if you kick the ball off the tee and it goes through the uprights, you get 200 points. Imagine if that was the rule. Yeah, you can't do anything about it. It's a broken game. NBC game in the afternoon rather than the evening. CBS got the evening game because they needed a bone after getting a game on Monday. Auden, play action in the flat. Caught. Brian Branch brings it down. Now 4 gain of 9. First down on the play. 2:33 left in the quarter. Basically, CBS, because they didn't get a Sunday game because of the Bills too much postponement, they got the late game. Yeah, Glenn Campbell, heck of a guitarist. Yeah, taxes, I mean, they're bad. Taxes would be bad. What game show do you think I would do the best? Ooh. Sports Jeopardy, I would do pretty well. They used to have $1 million money drop. I do very well on that. I do very well on that. Family Feud I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at Feud. I mean, I probably do the best at Wheel, but the problem is that the game is broken. I just hate the way the game is designed. Mayfield hit as he tries to throw. Now he has to get rid of it again and throw sideline. What a throw! What a grab! Got the feet in bounds. It's a catch. In plus territory, it's Cade Otton. And the Bucs are driving. What a play by Baker. Looked like he was going to get sacked on that one. Instead, resets and fires to Otton. 1 foot down, 2 feet in. Yeah, that's good. That's good to me. Let's see. First foot's down when he makes the grab. Second foot is clearly in. He didn't drag it again, but you don't need 3 feet. You just see 2. And that foot's down. That's the first down to the 38-yard line. You know, prize puzzle makes things horrible. The prize puzzle skews the game so badly to make it completely unfair. I hate it. First down to 40. Baker, they send 4. Baker, deep shot. Wide open. It's Otton once again. At the 15, still going down to the 12. Gain of 28 before he's brought down by Builder. Cade Otton, 2 catches, back-to-back for 40 yards. First down. They're in the red zone. Looking to answer. This is a great game so far. NBC Conference Championship is hosting a Super Bowl? No, I think it makes sense to do AFC on CBS and MC on Fox. That's the way it's been all season. So I have no problem with the way it is. CBS has the AFC, they should finish it off. And Fox is the NFC, they should finish that off. Screen pass Tompkins. Bit too far, incomplete pass. Tompkins, no catches from today, though he has had some punt returns. 2nd and 10. I have no problem with announcing the puzzle correctly. I mean, Jeopardy, it's the same way, where you have to spell it correctly. Like, phonetically, at least. Or you have to, like I saw in Jeopardy, there was, last week, Gangster's Paradise was not the right answer. It was Gangster's Paradise. So, yeah, I get that. I have no problem with that rule. Problem is if there was one where it was, like, the contestant, like, said it wrong, but it was a word that, like, no one uses anymore. It was like, what? I would not have got that right. Like, come on. 2nd and 10 at the 12. Baker. They send 4. Baker. Pump fake. Resets. Pump fakes a second time. Tries to get rid of it. And he does. There's a receiver in the area. There's a receiver in the area. It doesn't reach the line, but there's no grounding because there was a receiver in the area. It was Payne Durham, the tight end, who was in the area as Baker was falling down. He got rid of it just in time to avoid the sack. No grounding. 3rd and 10. Yeah, Sugar Ray's very underrated. Yeah. I've heard of them, yeah. They had Heads Will Roll. They had Heads Will Roll, right? They were the AAS, right? I'm not mistaken. Sugar Ray, yeah. Mark McGrath, he had a very good show on the 1909. They got rid of it. I don't know why they got rid of it. Because it was a very good show, the 120. It's now like 120 seconds. It just appears at random times instead of like a 2-hour block. I like the 120 block, like the mystery theme. You had to guess the theme. I thought it was so much fun. I did it all the time. Try guessing that. 3rd and 10, 4 wide, 1 on the far side, 3 on the other side. Baker, screen pass, caught. White, he's got some blockers. Rashad White, the price is right! Touchdown Bucks! Right before the quarter ends! Extra point away from tying it up! The ASU running back answers the Lions touchdown. McLaughlin on to tie this game. The Bucks have not had a lead so far, but the Lions have had 3, and every single time the Bucks drive right down the field and answer with the exact same scoreline. Lions got a field goal on their second drive. Bucks answer with a field goal on their second drive. Lions get a touchdown the first half. Bucks answer right away. Lions get a touchdown on their last drive. Bucks get a touchdown here. Extra point is good. 17 all. Baker to Rashad White. 15 minutes left. We're all tied up. Jerry Springer, I was way too young for Jerry Springer. Entertaining when I got to watch him like afterwards, but no, I didn't watch him live. Yeah, he's not down when he throws that ball. He's not down when he throws that ball. What am I going to say when the price is right? I'll say the same thing. Are they really looking at whether he was down? He was not down. That was the right... Breaking news for the Bills. Terrell Bernard, linebacker, inactive. Big loss for them. So Terrell Bernard, very good linebacker, maybe the best linebacker on that team. Now Milano's out. He will not be playing today. Got injured, got carted off last week against Pittsburgh. He's not playing. Well, I have no problem with that. Sierra Committee, I have no problem with that. I was doing live trivia at a bar years ago. The MC said spelling didn't count. I confirmed that before writing down Alanis Morissette as the answer. The answer was Fiona Apple. It's a bit ironic, don't you think? It's a little bit ironic. What was the question? I told the MC I spelled it wrong. That's good. Coconut products, I like the smell, but I don't really use, like, scented products. He was down. The knee wasn't down. What am I missing? Was the shin really down? I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. I thought it was... I didn't think it was a missed call. I thought he wasn't down. I didn't see definitive evidence the knee was down. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to be inactive this game. Hall of Famer next year. I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer next year, but he should be a Hall of Famer at some point. Again, I'm in the belief that a lot of guys should be in the Hall of Fame that aren't in it right now. The final play of the quarter goes to Gibbs. Gibbs down to the 30-yard line. So 2nd and 5 to start the 4th quarter. Oh, it was about 96 square outside. Oh, I would have probably guessed REO Speedwagon with that. Oh, no, not REO. No, that's 96 like characters. Can't do the piano. You know, a lot of sports sets does not have that. Fiona Apple, I could see. I could see. All right. The CBS daytime version. Wasn't that Rolf Benirschke, the former Chargers kicker, right? That was former Chargers kicker. All right. So I will put in the poll. That was only for a bit. That was only for like 1 year. 83% of you were on Detroit at the end of the 3rd quarter. Or the end of the 2nd quarter. Now we're going into the 4th. Who wins? We got a tie game, folks. What, showing young people today the stuff that was on TV in the 90s is fun for watching their horrified reactions. Jeez. Yeah, Maury is a show that, I mean... Although Maury was still on, like, the 2010s. If You Were Not the Father. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rolf was NBC. Oh, okay. My apologies. Rolf was NBC. Tripler and Clay Morgan. I'm taking Clay Morgan as a better ref. It's crazy, but I'm taking Morgan as a better ref. Yeah, Christensen was better than Zalk on Gladiators. Most likely teams to move other than the obvious teams. NFL, I would say Bengals, yeah, because stadium deal. Because since he won't get screwed over on a stadium deal like they did last time. MLB, besides like the A's and the Rays. White Sox. NBA Pelicans, yeah. NHL, no clue. No teams currently in rumors. In that case, if I can't do that, maybe Calgary? Maybe the Flames? The worst team to lose Super Bowl? No, not the 86 Broncos. No, not even close. 85 Pats are up there. 79 Rams. I would say 79 Rams. West Michigan, WOOD TV having issues. Ooh, that stinks. Oh, man. That'll be a fun video at some point. That stinks. If you told me yeah, Coyotes, no, it can't be a team that has any issues right now. Matt Harris told you in August the Bucks were 1 quarter away from the NFC Championship. I would not have believed you. I gotta be honest. I would not have believed you. I would not have bought it for a second. I gotta be completely honest. No, Coyotes don't count. He said anything like can't pick a team that is currently in rumors with stadium issues. So Coyotes don't count. Obviously, they're number one. No, not the Falcons. No, they're not the worst team to ever lose Super Bowl. No, that's why I didn't say the A's for baseball. Or the Rays for baseball. That's why I didn't say them. That's why. How's it going, Pikachu? Welcome back to the stream. 2nd and 4, ball to 31. Play action. Bucks send 4. Goff fires, running back, caught Gibbs to the 40. First down, still going down to the 42-yard line before he's brought down on the play by Levante David. Close on the poll here. 79% of you riding with the Lions. Back and forth game. Tight affair. Most of you still think Detroit will pull this one out. Professional wrestlers, real athletes? Oh, absolutely. You take a beating on your body. The injuries are not real. The injuries are real. The injuries are absolutely real. First down. Goff over the middle of the field. Wide open. Caught. It's Reynolds at the 40. Into plus territory at the 39-yard line. Ball came out the end, but he was down by that point. Brought down there by KJ Britt at the 39. Called a gain of 18 yards and a first down. You know, White Sox or Brewers are exclusive in talks. Oh, okay. The White Sox are in talks then. Gibbs to the 35. He's got some room to the 32-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Carlton Davis. 2nd and 3. In that case, I can't use White Sox, can't use Brewers, can't use Rays, can't use A's. Probably Diamondbacks then, because they're trying to get a new ballpark. Probably D-backs. I don't know. 2nd and 2. Goff in the gun. Now Goff under center. The give. Gibbs has some room. 25, 20. Jahmyr Gibbs to the 15, 10, 5. Gibbs is in. Touchdown Detroit. 32 yards. Lions back in front. A shootout is developing. Jahmyr Gibbs. Found the hole, the first round pick. Right up the middle. Nice cut back there. A nice block there by Graham Glasgow to open up the A-gap where Gibbs just runs right in. Nice cut. Doesn't lose any speed. Beats Winfield to the edge. And at that point, he is off to the races. 32 yards. Touchdown Lions. They answer the Bucs touchdown with a touchdown of their own. 3 straight touchdown drives in this game. Lions, Bucs, Lions, alternating kick is up. Extra point right down the middle for Badgley. He is good. 24-17. This will be a fun finish, folks. 13 minutes left. 24-17. Yeah, I did say, look, people said the playoffs were bad so far, and I agree. But I did say wait until the divisional round, the conference championship, and everything, because that will change stuff. We're seeing that now. We're seeing that. Packers-Niners, great game. This game, great game. We're seeing it. Dumbest stadium replacement, like it was unnecessary. Was there anything wrong with Tiger Stadium? Favorite interconference rivalry? I mean, I like Giants-Jets. I'm from New York, so I gotta like Giants-Jets. Now, Truist Park, that, Turner Field was in a bad location. And, they built, the fan base was in the suburbs. They did studies, and, the fan base was in the suburbs, so they just moved it closer to them. Yeah, Truist Park was the right move. Tiger Stadium, I feel... Was Tiger Stadium... Was there anything wrong with that? Tiger was a dump. See you tonight for Chiefs Bills. How's it going, Stacey? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I'll see you for that game. I mean, Yankee Stadium, I didn't like the replacement that they did. The most unnecessary, Georgia Dome was fine. The Georgia Dome was fine. No, Rangers I get because they didn't put a roof on that thing. You couldn't go there in the summer. It was bad. It was too hot. Getting new uniforms next year. Broncos, Seahawks, Jets, Texans. Those are the 4 that we know. 81 Giants, worst teams to win a playoff game? No, 89 Steelers are worse. 89 Steelers. 89 Steelers are worse. Yeah, KC Buffalo I have hope for. If it is even a fraction of as good as Bills Chiefs 2021, we're in for a treat. I mean, did they have an amazing ballpark? The problem with that ballpark was that there was no roof. You're in the middle of Texas. You're playing games in the day in Texas. It's going to be way too hot. Oh, City's way better than New Yankee. Oh, way better. City Field is a gorgeous stadium. Gorgeous stadium. New Yankee Stadium is a dump. They built the outfield where it's obstructed because the center field bar is too far in. The Monument Park is way worse than it was in the old stadium. Citi Field's really nice. Progressive Field putting huge crates in the upper right field exits. Although, aren't they changing that to make it like a bar area? That was only a temporary thing, right? That's only temporary. Lone Depot for Miami? They were playing in a football stadium. They had to do it. They had to do it. Yeah, about time they retire those numbers. Yeah, about time. Yeah, Cohen's doing a good job like reviving the history of the Mets. Yeah, you're not rumors anymore. Yeah, Marlins are safe. Marlins are safe. That was a pick. That was a pick. Worst conditions NFL history for a field? I would say I did a video. Packers Bills 82 has to be up there. Packers Bills 82 has to be up there. Let me find the video. Hang on. Packers Bills 82. First down. Swing pass. White drops it. Azzaloni on the coverage. Wouldn't have been a whole lot after that, but 2nd and 10. 61 ever into an NFL game. Ooh, wow. What's close to near you? It's a good experience to go. It's a good experience. I've been feeling going to games. I've been to quite a few. And New Yankee Stadium is a corporate town. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Most likely with Panthers to St. Louis. Yeah. NFL, you're not going to see any moves. Yeah, the Bills need a roof on their stadium. They really do. The Bills need a roof because that stadium can't be used besides for football games. If you want to make it so that retractable roof, you play in the weather no matter what for NFL, but you can host concerts, conventions, Final Fours. That's one thing. But the taxpayers getting hosed. Publicly funded stadium. Equally pass, odd in the intended target. Publicly funded stadium, you can't put a roof on that thing. You're only using it for Buffalo games? Like, come on. They're getting screwed over. New York is getting screwed over by their government. Screwed over. New York City FC inside Yankee works shockingly well. I don't know if it works shockingly well. I mean, the atmosphere is not great on TV. The banner that they hung is laughable because the Yankees restricted them. They need their own stadium. Which game was it that was played right after the rodeo? Chargers-Bengals 82. So also 1982. Yeah, that one. The field was covered in manure. Yeah, that was bad. 3rd and 10, right back, complete passes. Baker takes a snap. They get off to White really quickly. Can White make a man miss? He does for the moment, but will not get the first down, short at the 31-yard line. So for the first time, the Bucs don't answer. Hard Rock Stadium is rocks, even though it's ranked 28th. I mean, I haven't been to Hard Rock Stadium, but since the renovation, apparently it's gorgeous. I think back in the day when it was no roof, and it was like exposed in the sun and didn't have a lot of amenities. Yeah, but I think now it's from what I can tell, it's a gorgeous venue. That's on my list of venues I got to go to. No, I get the idea of like no roof for like football. It should be retractable, but you play the games in the weather no matter what. I think Camarda got hit on the punt. So that punt will be down at the 9-yard line. So good punt there by Camarda. 60 yards of net, no return. Lions go over inside their 10. Like, I'd be fine if you said, okay, we're going to build a retractable roof venue so we can use this for Final Fours and conventions and concerts year-round. But we will have the roof open for every single football game, no matter the weather, to have that home field advantage. I think that's a good idea. RDYHRM with the tenor. Thank you so much, RDY. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. This channel has been super helpful for me as I work most weekends. High quality historical NFL documentary content too. Great work, and thank you. You are so welcome. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Golf, play action. The Flatty's got his tight end Laporta. Catch number 7 for him on the game, and he makes the man miss down the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. We had a new documentary drop today, about 50 minutes long, about the Chiefs-Steelers game and how that changed NFL history. The game you're watching right now, it actually got impacted by Chiefs-Steelers in 2016 because of the time change in that game as a result. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Was Energy in the first half a retractable roof? No, Chase Field had a retractable roof. Chase Field's roof was retractable. So Bank One Ballpark. So you have an injured Buccaneer on the play. And that is, I think that's Dean. I think it's Jamel Dean, the defensive back. Almost had a pick earlier in this game. Injury timeout. March Madness streams, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I have 4 monitors, so we might as well. We'll see what we got. Yeah, but like yeah, Chase Field had for NFL, yeah, but for like ever, Chase Field had a retractable roof. I know that. So I've seen the roof open. I've seen it closed. Yeah, Skydome was the first though in '89. Your Hard Rock is nice now. Apparently, I haven't been, but it's like LaGuardia now. It's like LaGuardia is gorgeous. The Grand Rapids NBC affiliate was power. I did. Someone mentioned that like Western Michigan was having some power issues. That's crazy. Oh man, that'll be remind me in 5 years. Why is it Lions games on NBC? Like we have the Dallas affiliate switch off the game early last week. We had this. That's crazy. Yeah, they're never moving to Milwaukee. Not a chance in the world. Not a chance in the world. A team in your mind who never should have changed their colors. Ooh. For me, it's easy with Diamondbacks. Purple and teal was such a unique combination. Red and black, a lot of teams do that. WrestleMania, I don't want to pay for WrestleMania. And like I'm not really a wrestling fan. I don't even know what would I talk about. Favorite MLB park? I have not been to PNC. But my favorite, it looks gorgeous. I really like Chase Field. I really do. It's not my favorite. My favorite's Camden Yards. I love Chase Field just for like how easy it is to access. And there's not a bad seat in the house, really. But actually, there kind of is. I mean, if you're like super high up, because that upper deck goes a while. But Camden Yards is my favorite. Superdome, how many does I have left? They're doing renovations all the time, so I'd say another 30 years. Do I work at a place? No, this is my apartment. So I have a 2-bedroom place. I turn one of the bedrooms into an office, and this is my office. So the kitchen is literally 5 feet from me. Like, I have the door, and I can just go to the kitchen. Bathroom's like 10 feet from me. Like, yeah, I think the D-backs never should have changed colors. Do I have Peacock? Yes, I do. I have. I think we got it as, like, when we got a phone. I think we got it, like, as part of a package. So I have it. I watched some sports on there. Watched Ted. The power went out in the dorm right after Raiders-Bucks. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that stinks. Holy cow. At least I didn't go out during the game. So did you miss the Bon Jovi concert afterwards? You missed the Bon Jovi It's My Life concert afterwards? Yeah, I know WrestleMania's had 2 days. It used to be 1 day, now it's 2. First job, I mean, I did stats for the football team back in high school. I also did some legal work. Stuff in my sports athletic department. I've done some stuff. Over the middle, caught Montgomery down to the 26, but this is my for life. This is my job for life at this point. Like, hopefully. God willing, this is my job for life. I love doing this. First down, gain of 12. Do I cook? I make pizza. I know how to make a good pizza. The most time run off the clock to close out a game. Giants-Vikings 2000, I think, is the winner. The NFC Championship in 2000. Let me double check that. But that's got to be the winner, right? The Giants had the ball with 12:53 left in the fourth quarter, and they ran out the clock. That's got to be the winner. If anyone can top that, let me know. Goff, they send 4. Goff fires sideline open, caught by Jameson at the 50. The Alabama man getting a 23 and a first down. Yeah, the Bon Jovi thing after the game was one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Not because they performed, it's because they did the same thing at Thanksgiving and the kickoff show. It was like every single thing was It's My Life. Every single performance was It's My Life. The same song every time. A death march of It's My Life. Every NFL game. It was like crazy. It was 4-0, but it was still a 13-minute drive. Whole 45 hours of WrestleMania. I know a guy that would do that. Montgomery, the give, 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9. I like Citi Field a lot, too. But Camden Yards is my favorite. Camden Yards is the gold standard. Oh, Sol. I'm taking Sol. Pre-game show on NFL kickoff games. Yeah, they did the pre-game show of the kickoff game. They did the halftime show for the Lions game on Thanksgiving. They played the same song. And they did the post-game show for the Super Bowl. It was like every single NFL event, Bon Jovi was there playing It's My Life. It was hysterical. So if you saw it once, you saw it. Like, you saw it already. You saw exactly what they were going to do. Goff goes down. He's sacked for the second time today. Brought down at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 7. Brought down by Levante David. One of the best linebackers in Bucs history brings him down. 3rd and 17. Maybe the best, not named Derek Brooks. Chance of Debo playing in the NFC Championship? I don't know the severity of the injury. I don't know the severity. I would say 50%. I'd say 50. Why the NFL like You See It's My Life? I mean, it's a good song. I don't know why they like Lucid that much, though. I don't know why like Bon Jovi was a spokesperson for the league that season. 3rd and 15. Goff fires, wobbling throw, caught. Short of the sticks, but second effort's got the first. St. Brown. The second effort over McCollum. To the 41. It's a first down for Detroit. This drive is churning clock, and they're getting in field goal range. A masterful drive right now for Detroit. They can take another 2 minutes off the clock, kick a field goal, make it a 2-possession game potentially. Why does the Intuit Dome need a retractable roof? It's an arena. What would you possibly... Why would an arena have a roof? What, like a retractable roof? What would you possibly do? You can't play hockey games outdoors. You can't play basketball games outdoors. Why would you ever have a roof on that? Why would you have a retractable roof? You can't play football or baseball there. Playclock's at 0. Do they get it off? They do. They rush 5. Angle route. Caught by Gibbs at the 25. Gibbs, first down. 20. Out of bounds at the 18. Could they have called delay of game? Very controversial. We'll see. Gain of 22. They're in the red zone. And at this point, I'm not saying play conservative here, Detroit, but churn some clock. Honestly, 3 runs, take it down to 6 minutes, under 6. You kick a field goal, make it a 2-score game with about 5.5 minutes left in the contest. No, you can play hockey outdoors, but that's Winter Classic. They're not going to do a Winter Classic in a 19,000-seat arena. Plus, retractable roof, like the scoreboard for the arenas hang from the ceiling. So how would that even work? They're throwing on first down. I don't agree with this, but it's going to be in the flats today. Easy completion. Caught by Laporta. Laporta down to the 13-yard line, brought down on the play by Britt. Churn clock if you're Detroit. Churn clock. Yeah, tennis, but you can do that indoors. Like, it makes sense for sports like rain, like baseball. You want to have a retractable football because, like, you want to use a venue year round. But arenas are already used year round. What are the Lions doing? What is this clock management? Detroit, first down the play. Take it down. Take it down. Why are they calling it with 19 seconds? What are the Lions doing? What are they doing? Why are they calling this play so quickly? There were 19 seconds on the play clock when they called that. Take your time. What are they doing? This is horrible clock management by Detroit. You can win the game. Churn clock. Don't call a play yet. Don't call a play yet. You don't have to. All right, now you're good. 4 seconds on the clock. Finally. They're throwing. I don't agree with this. Goff, end zone shot. It's caught! What a throw by Goff! Touchdown Lions! St. Brown! What a throw by Goff! 89-yard drive. That might do it! St. Brown, his sensational season continues. And the Lions are 6.5 minutes away from winning their first divisional round game since 1991. This is a team that had won one playoff game since 1958. Before this season, they might win 2 in 7 days. They're 6.5 minutes away from making it happen. 31-17. The Lions offense has scored on 3 straight drives. 3 straight touchdowns for Detroit. It is do or die now for the Bucs. Windows to Arenas probably said it would be too blinding on the shooters for like basketball. Although Kings have it, the Lakers are trying to have one. Dumbest owner moment? There's quite a few. I would say dumbest owner moment. I don't know the dumbest owner moment. There's a lot of dumb ones. There's a lot of dumb ones. I mean, preseason works, but they haven't done outdoors in like 15 years. You're going to add another $400 million to a same for a retractable roof to play one preseason game? Hang on. Yeah, temperature to trick the fan. That's up there. I'm trying to like dumbest like moment that like an owner had. Like there's been some dumb ones. I don't know what the dumbest one is, but there's been some really really stupid ones that owners have done. Oh, I got the winner. The owner of the Chargers in 1972 73 giving the GM a contract extension midway through a game, or giving the coach a contract extension midway through the game when they were losing and they were terrible. Godwin, gain of 11, first down. Baker tipped at the line, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Tipped at the line. 2nd and 10, ball to 36. 4 down territory from this point on. Got to score for the 2-minute warning. You have all your timeouts. 2nd and 10. 4 wide. 3 on the far side, 1 on the other side. White in the backfield. Baker drops back. They said 5. Baker has to avoid the sack. He will not going down again. Baker Mayfield. He got sacked 4 times last week in the game against the Eagles. He's been sacked a lot today. 3rd and long. Yeah, more games at large indoor sim. I would see that. Like the Almadome thing with the Spurs was cool. Like, I think if the NBA Finals are played at, like, a team that has an indoor stadium, I think they should play it there. Like, if you can get Energy Stadium, if the Rockets are in the Finals, yeah, I think that would be a great move. I really do. I think that would be a smart idea. Like, move big games. Like, you have, like, it's not indoors, but if you would, like, if it was indoors, like, Lakers-Clippers, 1 game a year at SoFi, just a Lakers-Clippers Classic at SoFi, that'd be cool. Like, almost how, like, when the Earthquakes play the Galaxy, they do the Bucks call a timeout. I don't think you should take a timeout just yet there. Almost like how the Earthquakes, when they play the Galaxy, they have 1 game a year at Stanford Stadium because it's a big venue. 5:41 left. Yeah, I mean, if I was an indoor stadium, I think that'd be a good idea. I really would. I would have no problem with that. They did it for the All-Star game in Dallas. It's a good question to ask. I mean, they did the Kingdome. Timberwolves played at the Metrodome. Pistons at the Silverdome for a bit. Deep pass overthrown for Godwin, incomplete. It's do or die. You got to go. Do you have to go for it? I think you do. Problem is that you're in field goal range already, but you have to. You have to hope for the best. 4th and 14. You can't send the punting team out. If you do send the punting team out, you got to get 3 and out. You got to get the ball back with like 3 minutes left. Score twice. Got to get the onside kick. You don't have time. You got to go for it. You got to go for it here. This is potentially the ball game. This to keep Tampa's season alive. Otherwise, it will end short of the conference championship. And Detroit, barring something crazy, will move on to the NFC Championship to play San Francisco. 4th and 14. Baker, the sap. Line sends 6. They're getting pressure. Baker steps up, fires. It is wide open. Called by Mike Evans at the 45. Gets out of bounds. Clock will still run at the 44. But first down on the play. Gain of 26. Mike Evans left wide open. So Evans sends 6. They don't get home. That can happen. First down Bucks at the 44. We ain't done yet. Again, after this, we'll do the Bills-Chiefs game, separate stream. We'll go live for that. at, I think, 6:18, whatever that is. All right. That saved the season. 5 minutes left. Got to score for the 2-minute warning for the Bucs, especially because he burned a timeout. Baker, sideline throw, caught, first down. Out of bounds is Moore, Chris Moore. First catch, David Moore, I should say. First catch for him today after a big game last week against Philly. Gain of, let's call it 13 yards. Clock stops at 4:53. First down, Tampa. New set of downs. 4 wide. Baker takes a step. Look at sideline. Caught. Was he in bounds? Godwin got out of bounds. First down on the play. Clock stops at the 16-yard line. Nice throw there. Three straight completions for Baker Mayfield. Brought down by Melvin Followay, but he was out of bounds. And that should have been roughing the passer. That should have been roughing the passer. They missed that. Baker Mayfield got hit way after he threw that ball. That should have been roughing the passer. That should be at the 8-yard line. That should have been roughing the passer. That's a blown call there. That was very late. Baker takes a step. They send 4. Baker looking. Sideline once again. They're going to that side over and over again. Godwin, the intended target, incomplete pass. Right? If I'm going crazy, please let me know. I think that should have been roughing the passer. Baker got drilled after the play. After he threw the ball. Saw 3 steps after. Yeah, the funny part is, I think the Liberty played a game once at Radio City. That had to be amazing. I don't even know how Radio City hosts a game. But here we go. 2nd and 10. 4:40. Baker in the gun. On it in motion. Justin Maybach with a donation of 2. Thank you so much. Jared has looked good. Golf script, sorry. Enzo shot Mike Evans. He holds on for that one. Touchdown, Mike Evans. Touchdown, Bucks. They ain't done yet. They ain't done yet, folks. Now, do they go for 2? The analytics do say go for 2 here. So a lot of teams do that down by 14. Do they go for 2? We're about to find out. Baker to Mike Evans. Bucks are not going down without a fight. It got awfully quiet at Ford Field. This looked like it was in the bag. 4th and 14 in their own territory with under 5 minutes left. This looked like it was over. The Bucks are not going quietly into the night. They're going to go for 2. The analytics make sense to go for 2 here. Again, the idea is that the odds of getting there are about 50%. If you get the first 2-point conversion, you're good. The odds of not getting both are 25%. The odds of getting the first one and then kicking the extra point are 50%. So the analytics say to do it. Empty backfield. A 2-point try. Baker. Empty backfield. Takes a snap. Looking. End zone. Evans! Octopus! No flag! Nothing doing! No one following the coverage. No flag for PI. The Bucks score quickly enough they don't have to go with the onside kick here. That'd be downright stupid to do. That looked clean. You know, that looked... I don't see contact. No, there's no contact. There's no contact. That looked clean. No, it's not a dumb decision. I don't like to say go for 2. I think there's no contact on that one. I thought that was the right call. No, because here's the idea with going for 2. Here's the idea. The odds of getting the 2-point conversion are 50%. All right? The odds of getting the 2 are 50%. If you get the first 2-point conversion, you kick the extra point, you take the lead on the next play. If you don't get the 2, you go for 2 again, you tie the game up. The odds of getting the 2-point conversion and kicking the extra point are 50%. The odds of failing the 2 and then getting the other 2 is 25%. The odds of failing both 2-point conversions are 25%. So 25% chance that it's tied, 25% chance you're still losing, 50% chance that you're winning. Obviously, kick 2 extra points, 0% chance you're winning. That's the right call. That's the right call. Inoffensive, I don't even think it's inoffensive at this point. I mean, I think everyone goes for 2 at this point. That's the right call. That's the analytics. The odds say go for 2. I'm not like a huge analytics guy, but the odds say go for 2 there. Because if you get the 2-point conversion the first time, which you have a 50% chance of doing so, then we can argue the play call. I'm not crazy about the play call. Going fade route. Very low percentage play. Onside, no. Because if you don't get, the Lions are in field goal range. No, there's plenty of time. You're outside 2 minutes. You can get a stop. Yeah, you don't onside. You onside here, this is not a decision. Unless it's a surprise onside. Unless it's like kicking to itself. Bucks have 2 timeouts. They burned 1 after Baker got sacked on 1 play. You know, it's not dumb. It's not dumb. This is a loose game for Tampa. No. Look, if you get the 2-point conversion, 50% chance you get the 2-point conversion and you win the game. 25% chance you don't get the 2-point conversion, but you get the second one. 25% chance you don't get both and you lose the game. So it's basically, do you take the 100% chance of tying it up? Yeah, if anything, you could have got an OPI. Evans did a slight push. I thought that was the right no call. Yeah, no OPI. I agree with Terry. Brandon Say was fired for doing this. Brandon Say was fired for allowing 60 points. He's fired for allowing 60 points in a game. The next big innovation, I think the next big innovation that's coming is adjustable capacity. I would say the next big innovation is adjustable capacity. So you can adjust the same capacity without tarps or anything like that, depending on the game. So like for baseball stadiums, you can bring the walls in on like the upper deck to make like a 30,000 seat stadium for a regular day. But for a playoff game, concerts, 4th of July, opening week, you could expand it to make it 40K. I think that's the next big innovation. The screen pass, St. Brown stays in bounds and has the first down at the 40-yard line. Bucks not taking a timeout yet. They have 2 left. As Dean is carted off. So if the Bucks are going to have to make a stop defensively, they have to do it without them. It seemed better proposition to go for 2 down by 8. I agree with the call. I said go for 2. As soon as it happened, I said go for 2. It's the right play. Maybe in defense of, to explain to people, like, I don't have a problem with it. Montgomery, the handoff, it is a first down. It's actually better that he got the first down if you're Tampa. Down to the 49. And now if you're Tampa, you got to start thinking about the timeouts. You have 3 technically. You have a 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. But you got to start taking them, I think, after this next play. After this next play, you start taking the timeouts. 3:30 left. Lions up by 8. Move the ball at will over this second half, the last 3 drives. 3 minutes away from just their second NFC Championship appearance ever. Laporta in motion. Fake the pitch. They're throwing. What? Why are they throwing? Okay, and the Bucks will take a timeout. They have 1 left. That made no sense. Goff gets sacked, loss of 3, second at 13. Why get cute? You're running it down their throats as it is. Why get cute? Oh, hang on. There's a penalty on the play. Hang on a second. Did NBC not get the Jeez, same thing from the Peacock debacle. Did they not get the... They had to confuse everyone. That's the right call. Illegal hands to the face. That's clearly... But like a play like... That's so dumb on NBC's part. That flag was thrown the moment it happened. Happened right on the snap, the hands to the face. Why are they waiting? They don't even show the flag graphic. We just see the referee. Such bad production by NBC. So bad. So Bucks still have 2 timeouts left. Because that penalty stops the clock. So bad. That flag was thrown right away. It caught everyone by surprise. Like if you're watching in a bar with no audio, you're confused out of your mind by that one. Montgomery on the give, down to the 41. Now the Bucks will call a timeout. I said now. Yeah, now they will. Okay. 252. That's the right call on the heads to face. That's the right call. It's fair for the Bucks. Call a timeout. Second down. Call a timeout. Is this 4-down territory for Detroit? Is the question. A first down ends the game. If you stay ahead of schedule, obviously if it's like 4th and 10, you punt the ball away. But at what yard line do you consider, because you're probably not kicking a field goal from this far out, but at what yard line do you consider going for on 4th? I don't agree with the analytics can go for 2 there. 5 years ago, no one goes for 2 in that spot. I mean, I don't like that logic, though, because, look, 15 years ago, 4th and 1 in plus territory, no one was going for it. They were punting the ball away. It's not over with one more first, but it's awfully close. Depends on when they get the first. If they get the first here, it's not over. Because the Lions have to call 2 plays for the 2-minute warning. Potentially. It would be awfully tough. They're trying to pass. It's caught by Montgomery. They go backwards. Loss of 4. David blows it up. I don't get the play call there. And the Bucks are not... Tampa not calling timeout. Interesting. I would have called the timeout right there and there. I would have called it right then and there, but you might want to save it for the drive, potentially. Like, you were running the ball, you were not losing yards on runs, you were saying it had a schedule. I don't know why you're throwing there. Especially because they blew it up the last time and you just got bailed out by a illegal hands to the face penalty. Now you might as well throw. You might as well throw here. There was no real difference in the 2-minute warning. It's like a 5-second difference. 3rd and 11. Goff. Looking. Middle of the field, incomplete. And the Bucks have a timeout left and 2 minutes to do something. Some horrible play calling there by Detroit. Well, I get the throwing on 3rd and 11. I get that. The second 11 made no sense. And again, it's... you have to remember, back when there were like 6 minutes left and the Lions could just churn clock, they opted not to. They called plays with 20 seconds on the clock. If they didn't do that, everything stayed the same. We'd be looking at a very different situation with the clock. But now the Bucks have plenty of time to drive down the field, down by 8. This punt will take us to the 2-minute warning for Fox. Jack Fox punting it deep. Fair catch by Tompkins at the 10. 1:59 left. Bucks went 92 yards in under a minute to end the first half. They got to go 90 yards here to save their season. A thrilling game. All right, I'll put it in the poll. Thank you for tuning in for this stream. After this, we have the battle between the Bills and the Chiefs on a separate stream. That will be live on CBS. I will go live for that when that game happens. 180 people in the stream right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're just joining us, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss more of the action when we go live. Videos every single day on the channel. We had a new video drop today, a documentary on the Steelers-Chiefs game from 2016, January 2017, the divisional round game, the ice storm that caused postponement, which means games take place now at 3 and 6:40 because they figured out that prime time is a good time to do it. Is this going to overtime? Is it safe to say NFL scripted? No. I mean, this might not go to overtime. I don't think the NFL wants it to go to overtime because if it goes to overtime, it means Bills-Chiefs, people won't watch the start of that game. Get Jags-Bucks at some point, hopefully. Jags, anyone will take. You give them extra 40 seconds on a play. We'll convert probably 30. Well, no, the pass, you had to call the pass there. You had to call the pass there because it was a 2-minute warning. No, because if you call a run play, okay, what happens? The punt just, you run it down to the 2-minute warning, and you're not getting the first down, an 11-yard run. You punt it off, the Bucks get with 153 instead of 159. There's no difference. No difference. Sports Illustrated Super Bowl 33 preview. They were pretty close. Honestly, Jags-Bucks, a pretty good prediction from Super Bowl 33. No one had the Titans, no one had the Rams. So, you know, that's about as close as you can get, realistically speaking. No, I'm going to have no chance to catch my breath. Will the Super Bowl ever have overtime again? I think so, yeah. I think so. I mean, we've had some close games before. More one-possession games. Dumb decision incoming. I mean, the clock management for Detroit's been terrible today. Dan Campbell has not coached a good game. They're going to win this game in spite of Campbell. If they do win this game, it's in spite of Campbell. If they win it, it's in spite of Campbell. Because this clock management today, atrocious. His clock management in the end of the first half was a big reason the Bucs drove down the field and did what they did. His clock management here, play calling, the final 6 minutes, a big reason why the Bucs have a chance here. Right, Super Bowl 33 was Falcons-Broncos. Super Bowl predicted Jaguars-Buccaneers. That's what they predicted. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. My bad. I thought I meant 99. My bad on that one. My bad. You're right, I'm wrong. That's, it's bad on mine. Empty backfield, they send 3. Baker over the middle of the field goal is caught, can't get out of bounds. Trey Palmer, they do have a timeout. Mike Evans on the grab, gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Obviously 4 down territory this point on. Yeah, I saw Jags Bucks. I'm like, oh, that was actually pretty close to the money, but like, nope, 1 year off. My apologies. 2nd and 5, they send 5. Baker, middle of the field, into coverage, intercepted on the play by Derek Barnes, who just sent the Lions to the NFC Championship for the 2nd time in franchise history. Baker's been phenomenal today, but just like last night's NFC game, it ends on an interception over the middle of the field. The Bucs season comes to a heartbreaking end. The Detroit Lions, 1 playoff win in the last 65 years. They've won 2 in the last 7 days. And the Detroit Lions, we will see you next week in Santa Clara. The Detroit Lions, one of 4 teams in NFL history to never make a Super Bowl. They are 60 minutes away from exiting that list. 3 kneel downs here, and that'll be all she wrote. The Detroit Lions, in a thrilling game, move on to the NFC Championship. It's the 1 seed against the 2 seed. Against the 3 seed. The 1 against the 3. The last time they made it this far, 1991. When they lost to Washington. Hoping for better fate this time around. Who would have thought the Detroit Lions, 1-6 to start last season off. 2 years ago, they were winless heading into December. 2 years later, they are 60 minutes away from the mountaintop. What a season for the Lions. They win their 14th game of the season, if we count the playoffs in the regular season. That's it. The Detroit Lions win it 31-23. Sets up a date in Santa Clara to go to Super Bowl 58. Taking place Sunday at 6:40 Eastern. We're doing that game live on JG9 Live. All right, we got one more divisional round game. We got the Chiefs against the Bills coming up in about 20 minutes. I'm going to hop off here. We'll sign on for the Chiefs-Bills stream in about 10 minutes. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in just a bit. Let me catch my breath. Let me get something to eat, and we'll be good to go. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in 20 minutes for Chiefs-Bills.